Yes, yes, y'all. And it don't stop to the tip top, and it don't stop. What up, y'all? We about to get started with the Mitchell&Mitchell sip and spill. How is you doing? Is you all good? Is you all okay with your motherfucking self? God bless y'all. Happy Saturday evening. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday evening, a Saturday. Today wasn't so sunny, but I mean, it's a blessing. It's a night. It was decent. It was decent golfing weather. If you want to do some things outside without burning up, it was pretty decent. Let me know if you can hear me. If you logged in, holler if you hear me. Let your boy know if you fucking with me. Um, a week from today or next weekend is, I believe, I want to say, if I'm not mistaken, is Father's Day weekend. So all you Father's Day peoples that is fathers, I want to wish you a pre happy Father's Day before next weekend. So we are getting set up and started, and we got a good. I think we got a good show today. We're going to talk about some wonderful things, and we've been doing this lately. We've been doing mic in hand. I've been trying to do a little different, more of a. I feel more of a casual type of vibe. Maybe next week we may go back to using the microphone stands, but for now, I'm kind of feeling the whole mic in the hand type of thing. Because I don't know, it gives us more of a feel. I feel like I used to sing a lot, and I feel like when I have the mic in my hand or I spoke a lot, I feel like I had control, like I'm walking around the floor. So it kind of gives me a good feeling of walking around and using the mic. So for me, it's a good little feeling. So I'm just doing a test. Hopefully you guys can hear your boy from Illinois, your homie from Wyoming, your guy from the Shy. That be me. You dig. You dig. So I'm having a little technical. One of my microphone cords is a little weird, as my partner says, fugazi, and she's been kind of talking about things that ain't been working and ain't making no sense. She says, "Got to make it make sense." So the cord's been acting a little fugazi. It's making a little staticky noise. I've been hearing people telling me about, asking me about what's going on with our mic. So there's one cord is acting up. So when my partner gets here, I'm gonna let her talk, and we're gonna go into some of the aspects of our show. We're gonna do our thing, dialogue, have our good time, have a sip of something, and then we're gonna talk to you guys and rock with you guys while I do a change of the thing. You know, your cord is that you need a charger. Oh, the plug is over here. Your actual the black block. The block is behind that speaker. It's on the floor behind the speaker. This block. You don't want that block?
Yeah,
You can use the other block for now. Use your iPad block. It'll go fast too. You know what I'm saying? Just say the hell with it. It's right there. Just use the block. Call it a day. It'll charge really fast. So yeah. So Kimmy Kim is coming on. I'm using her mic, by the way. Hello, hello, hello. Say hello to the peoples. Oh,
hello, y'all. We looking kind of, we in the building. I mean,
you want
we
to?
in the
Which way you want to
basement.
go? Okay, come. Yeah, right there. When you, yeah, perfect. That's good. That's good right there. Okay, I like that. If you come and see me what you think about that. I'm gonna give you your mic. I'm gonna do a little check, check, check. I'm gonna do a
What's
little
up,
different something. Here you
y'all?
go. Um,
What's up? What's up? What's up? We getting ready. We in the building. It's always Saturday, 7 p.m. Uh, but sometimes y'all ask late too. So anyway, we still here though. That's the point, right? The point is that we get here. And for all the people that's gonna be watching the replay, because it looks well, we don't see you. I said so. I'm just gonna say welcome, welcome, welcome to the Sip and Spill this Saturday, June the 11th. I think I heard my partner talking about upcoming Father's Day. Y'all know we got to show out because we did it for Mother's Day, which was a great ratings and for us that day. But we're gonna show out as well for the Father's Day. I got to give my boy mad love for being the fabulous daddy that he is. And then we want to give all the love to everybody that supports the Sip and Spill show, all our fans that's also that is on there today that will be hanging out with us. So tonight, guys, we talking about some different things. Y'all know during the week your girl get hit up with stuff, and then that's when I come on here and we just talk about it. But if you here and you're live with us and you come on, you can hit us up and let us know that you want to chime in. You got something you want to say, something you want to talk about, and we're here for it, as always. So you can definitely contact us. So right now, we kind of just moving around, just making stuff. But we don't know if y'all can hear us or not. So if you can send a comment, just drop it and say you can hear us. We appreciate it. We will appreciate it. And so, and it's it is what it is. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? What's going on? What's up going on, peoples? Happy Saturday. So I'm in that it's always where you be like 10, 12, 11. I think I'm always 20, as they say. I think I've really been 20 today though. So I really don't know why. But I know I'm grateful. I think everybody need to wake up and be grateful because I know I'm grateful. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. Much, much love to whoever's on. Just tell me whoever's on. I'll say hello to you. So it'd be, I'm not gonna say it. My partner told me about it. Keep saying. Anyway, whoever's on, if you want to say something, just say hello, and then we'll get into it. I'm kind of going to be waiting till my partner be able to get over here.
This cord, I think, like you hear, it's like staticky. This particular cord, and I don't know if it's because it's not connecting, but it's been staticky, and I don't know why. This is my cord. It ain't short. I thought it was okay. But the only cord I have for this is this type of cord. The other type.
So we just checking stuff out and getting it all together, and then sometimes we got to do that. Maybe we just got to hold one mic, or just put it on here and they can hear us both. I don't know.
It might be a little loud sound.
Hold on, y'all. We gonna come back in 5 minutes? No, okay.
Right. We even got to do what you said and do share one.
Yeah, we gonna share one.
It don't matter if we can do that. It's not like we can't do that.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let me plug this up.
Be careful.
Oh my God! I just realized something. Can you look on? Get you look on.
Lots of people.
What's up? What's up, y'all? Kimmy here, sip and spill. You go. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You understand? So I'm gonna keep moving around because I like to be, 100% in the element. So as we moving around, getting stuff together, how y'all been doing this lovely week? I don't know if y'all in the Illinois area, wherever you all are. I know this upcoming week. What up, Clarence?
What up, Clarence? I don't know if you can hear. Let me know if you can hear me as well. Now we'll do a mic. Let me know if you can hear me, if it works better with her holding it, or let me know what you think. How you guys out there in Sip and Spill land? We is happy and lucky and blessed that you guys rock with us, get down with us, fucks with us on a regular basis. All the ones that fucks with us on a regular basis, we depreciate you guys. Oh, just so you know, I do stuff like that. I'll say depreciate. You go with some other way of saying it, I guess. So we're down to one mic. So that's what happens. I was told last week that there was some issues with our microphone from a new subscriber, actually.
Yeah, sure did.
Said like, that we sounded. I was like, damn. Okay. And I can hear the static. Clarence, I'm gonna try something since you're there. And see, because I hear static here, and I want to know. You can hear us? Okay, cool.
Do it sound staticky at all? Okay, did I just talk too loud? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Don't apologize. Be yourself, baby. Yeah. That's what makes the show go, guys. So I think so maybe we do a mic stand. I don't know. Now I'm gonna try to use this one. So all I got left, I got these extra cords, but they're for these. That's for this right here.
So we need a new cord. Yeah. Oh, at first, so you can hear me now clear? Like I'm really super clear right now, so you can hear everything I'm saying? Thanks. Thank you. So you can hear us, Clarence? Clear? Because we appreciate it. Clear now. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. So how you doing, Clarence? How the Milwaukee streets treating you, bruh?
I got an idea. You got your laptop? I got an idea. I'm not gonna do
Yep.
it.
I sure do.
So for a minute, I'm gonna let her. I'm gonna talk. He said how to Milwaukee Street. You so funny.
Out of Milwaukee Streets treating you, bruh.
You so
I'm gonna go grab my computer one moment.
Yeah.
It's right.
Plug it up. I'm gonna plug it over here. So today is gonna be a very, very dope. And I would love to hear your feedback when we talk about today. It's gonna be very dope. Going into the summertime, obviously, summertime is basically commencing on the 20th or 21st of this month. Just charge it. And then hopefully that'll rock the way we need it to rock. I think we. Oh, yeah, I remember you putting it up. He said, "All good, streets the same." He said, "All good, streets the same."
Yeah, the little players in them damn streets.
My God. You can go right over here. I will try to plug the microphone into that, and then I'm gonna show you how long it. So when you get a chance,
you want me to come over there?
No, you fine. I'm gonna take care of all of that. I need you to do. I'm gonna plug this in, but I need you to get us on to our stream on here if you don't mind. And I take care of all of that. I got you on all of that. Just take care of the stream because I'm gonna take care of all of that. So yeah, this week is gonna be dope as fuck.
Speaking.
I'm so funny.
Okay, so yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. You want to go ahead and I got to get this little drink and stuff that I'm ready. I need it.
You need your drink?
I need it in my life. We sipping, spilling. So when we sipping, you know what I'm saying? The tea comes out and it gets to be spilled.
Right. Spill all the tea, all the business, and all the stuff going on with it. I'm gonna try to move on that. I'm gonna make you drink though real quick. I think you're gonna like this one.
Hey, Ron. Hi, honey. All the way from Sweden, checking out your girl and my boy. Oh, much love to you. Thank you so much for signing in. I think it's dark there, so that's nice for you to stay up and wait for us. I know. Ed and I, we Central Time, and I know we out there, but I appreciate the love. So, when you got to go, it's good. Or whatever one you want us to drink first. So tonight, we just doing what we always do. Ed and I, we some things is planned, some things are not. I think to me, I don't feel like everything has to be planned, except that we're here every Saturday at 7. But we got different subjects and stuff we want to talk about. One of them is self-sabotage, don't settle. And where you at with that? So for the people that's going to be coming on and starting and watching this on replay, that's pretty much Ed and I right now. Y'all hear me say sometimes we in the basement, we in the garage. So we be prepping. And at this point right now, we prepping, but we move around but we always here for it. We've been hit up all week about different things. So I'm just going to give y'all some upcoming things that's going to be happening with Sip and Spill. Kind of be doing a couple of rapid things. And that is on June 25th, we will be in Atlanta. We will be doing shows June 24th and 25. That's a Friday and Saturday. We will be in Atlanta. And for everybody and anybody, all our Atlanta fans and everybody that know who we are, we definitely want y'all to come out and support us. I'll be posting up where we at. One of Ed and our favorite things is cigar lounges. So we definitely will be hitting up the finest out there. And then we also got invited to exclusive clubs. So we will be there. And everywhere we go, we will be filming. We will be popping on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and our Facebook Live to let all our fans know. And as well as we want y'all to be right there with us, right in the midst of all us kicking in and joining. And we got to have our peoples with us, and that's y'all. So we will be there. We want to thank you and appreciate all the love that has been shown to us over and over and over again from the time that I was sick and from the time that just being here, and we just needed the encouragement. I can safely say today that Ed and I have been recording. We have recorded now over 170 shows. It's been 6 months, y'all. 6 months. 6 months I've been rocking with my boy. And I couldn't have asked for a better partner, with that stated. So I'm going to go ahead and we need to,
Hey, I love you, Kimmi.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes he do, sometimes he don't. But I love him all the time. That's why.
Not sometimes.
But this is my boy. So for every time we always say this, I don't know. For every time we always say this, over and over and over again. We try to tell everybody all the time. Like, I've been asked this question. I can say this in front of my partner because sometimes, people find us and talk to us differently, and I have to share it with him. But we've been compared to, I think you was just talking about, I don't know their name, but just being shared to different people saying who Ed and I kind of remind them of. However, Ed and I share the same last name, no relation. And for most of our fans to know us, I'm saying that to people who don't. And so the chemistry and the mad love that y'all see is two great friends that truly love each other. And doing this show is our baby. And all the Mitchell family that loves us and support us make this happen for us. For all the understanding with our children and spouses and all that. Everybody understand that, and we love the support. So I got to give mad love to my Mitchell family. And then just sending out, like I said, what we're going to be upcoming and doing. But this was a question that was said to us. They said, how do y'all get on there and be so y'all selves? Aren't you worried about what people think? So I'm going to answer, if you don't mind if I go first. So I would say this. I feel like Sip and Spill wouldn't be Sip and Spill if Ed and I don't keep it real.
Right.
And I don't know how to be nobody else but me, but I feel like I'm dope as fuck. So I wouldn't want to be nobody else but me. And I don't want nobody else sitting next to me but him. It just works. Sometimes you don't need to be trying to figure shit out, though. It just works. It just works.
Let me know real quick if you guys can hear me now, how it's sounding real quick. I'm trying to use a different mic. I did a whole nother setup. And let me know if you can hear me. Clarence, since you're there. My microphone checker. Yeah. And you don't stop. Let's go back to that Curtis, what I'm saying.
That Curtis blow. They ain't ready because we ain't ready yet. We ain't, they got to get them.
I don't think you're ready for this, Eddie.
Did y'all hear that?
For this, Eddie. Let me stop.
Go ahead. You better give it to them, boy. They ain't ready, though. They not ready.
So let me know if you can hear me.
They're not ready for that. Clarence, can you hear us? I know you out there in them streets, love, but can you hear us? Because if you can hear us, let us know. At least because we can talk to Clarence.
Yeah, Clarence,
definitely talk to Clarence. We can talk to you.
All right, so if you can, hopefully they can. So I want to get into this topic. One of them was really, really the big part.
Okay, so Ed ain't ready, y'all. I'm sorry, partner. I want to make sure we are finna get on here. I'm sending somebody. I'm sorry. I have to do this. We have a new follower that wants to see how to sign on. So I'm trying to send it to him. Okay. Sorry.
No, sorry. We good.
I want to make sure everybody get that.
So I'm gonna make a change here real quick.
So I'm gonna put the mic down for 1 second, okay? I just want to make sure this is
Come and talk to me. I really want to meet you. Can I talk to you? Yeah. I really want to know you. Oh, that's my man, Casual Comfort. What's up, baby? How you doing, Charles? Charles in charge of our days and our lives.
Which one is our favorite?
I think it's the heart one. I always think it's the heart one.
You think it's the heart one?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna move this over here a little bit, okay? So I don't want you getting all alarmed. I love how y'all rock with us as we try to make things. We're trying to do things a little different, if you will. So I appreciate y'all rocking with us and rocking with us as we make these adjustments. Put her mic right there.
Yeah, Bobby. That's fine.
Okay. Sorry. No, you're good. We all good.
Yeah, you can talk to the people.
Okay, so, all right, here we go. So, Charles, what do you think? Are you hearing me okay on this particular mic? Because I had to do a different mic adjustments, and because we are self-producing, we have to kind of make it do what it do. And we rely on you guys. Clarence has helped us out. So this microphone is sounding okay. Let me know because it's a different mic. It's not going through the same feed. So If you can hear me clearly and it's sounding okay, and that sounded distant, then let me know if that's okay with you, if you don't mind. I know you said we sounded good. I want to make sure I'm still sounding okay and sounding good, if that's okay. Thank you guys so much. And I want to say this to you guys too, all of the people that follow us and rock with us. I want to let you guys know that from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate the love, support, the criticisms. Sometimes people ask us questions and certain things that kind of get us to dive a little bit deeper into our show, into ourselves, and to make us reflect and to kind of like, I guess, do some inventory on what we're doing with our show. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the loyalty that comes along with it. I appreciate that. I'm letting you guys know. Kimmi says it a lot. I don't know if I say it as often as I need to, but as of today, as of right now, I want to make sure that Ed Mitchell expresses his gratitude, love, and adoration for all of you guys that actually follow us and rock with us. I appreciate it. I really do. So hopefully my partner will be back on here. And before we get into our subjects, we have some very, very wonderful topics to go over. And I think are very relative, honestly, very relative to how we live and what we're all encountering and dealing right now. So I think we should be all geezer for sheezy my kneesy.
Yes. What you say? You speaking that pig language? Who all know pig language? Who know that pig Latin language? Who knows that? Because that means your ass is old as us. Old school. That ooh way up way. What's up? Yeah, y'all that man. That's yeah. Sometimes you gotta be able to talk and say stuff like that, and you need to get your damn point across. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Charles, Clarence, Ron, everybody that's in the building, everybody that's here in the building. Brother.
Oh,
yep. It's going out. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry. I got issues here.
I muted your mic because I didn't want you.
Okay.
So hopefully you're back on.
Yes, I'm back here.
Good. I don't think you're ready for this.
They weren't ready for us, but so we was talking about. I did it earlier for those that just came on too. I was trying to give it like an upkeep what's going on with us. So the latter part of this month, next weekend, Saturday is Father's Day weekend, so we definitely will be doing a shout out to everybody. Of course, all our bad brothers out there. Same way we did the mothers, we're gonna do the same thing for mothers. Just like I told y'all when we did the mother's show, it was one of our high ratings where everybody actually came out and loved it.
Yeah.
So I want to show that kind of love. And I want to be in the brothers element. If anybody know, Ed and I, one of our favorite things to do is to have a cigar and a drink. So we would definitely be in the building somewhere supporting somebody BP owned. With that said, and then June 25th, we're going to be in Atlanta. If you're in the area, if you're one of our followers, or if not, you want to become one, just hit us up. We would definitely be posting where we at. We doing a cigar lounge as well as we doing a VIP club that we are invited to. So we will be definitely bringing y'all along. We want y'all to be able to see what's up with us and definitely keep y'all posted. July 25th, we're going to be at the Drake, and that's where we're going to be doing cigar and sundresses. So ladies, it's entirely up to you if you're going to have your drawers on or not, but that's where your girl going to be. Okay?
Fellas, since you guys watch it later, obviously I would advise you to come out.
Yes.
If you're into that, you're single or whatever,
yeah,
it makes sense you come out there and mingle with the ladies about
it.
Yeah. And if you're a cigar smoker, so everybody isn't a cigar smoker. I will tell you this though.
Yeah, you don't have to be. You don't have to be.
You don't have to be a cigar smoker. And I know some people have an issue with the cigar smoke being in the hair and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
So not really. But for the women who do appreciate a nice cigar, and the men who appreciate a nice cigar and like a nice sundress, I would suggest you come out there and meet us. So we'll give you more details. We'll probably do more promos for that particular show. Next month. It'll be a month from July 25th.
Yeah. So those are some of the things that's coming up. But our new that I would like to do, and if we could pull it off sooner than later, we will. But this is going to take you guys to let us know also, and that is we will be doing a sip and spill sit down, meaning that you get to come and just sit on a couch, a chair, whatever, and just chop it up and talk with us. Ed and I will let you know where our location at. You do not have to be filmed if you don't want to, but we're offering that for everybody and anybody that just have been telling us that you want to meet us, you want to sit chill with us, you want to talk to us. We definitely going to do that for you. Okay, so I got you covered, and we're going to keep y'all all posted about what we're going to be doing up and coming. So I think I got that.
Good.
That's my brother. So I think what we wanted to divulge into our show, and that is we were going to be talking about self-sabotage and don't settle.
Right.
And just what kind of people that you're putting up with. And some people don't even realize they're selling for certain things. Some people just doing what they're doing and rocking with the way they rocking, and they just not realizing that they normalize the toxic behaviors to show the Ed and I did prior to. They normalize the BS, and they just normalize the shit they don't have to. You just don't have to do that. Simple as that. But let's break it down, though. So it's, don't settle is vague, right? It's vague. Like don't settle what? We talk about relationships, we talk about careers, we talk about parents, we talk to somebody talking to you, as I like to say, fugazi. All that. So I'm gonna let you give your take on this. I gotta take care of this real quick because and then I'm gonna come back. Just 1 second, y'all.
Okay. So settling and not settling, we're gonna talk about that. I'll start with the relationship starter part of that. A lot of times, a lot of women, we talk about that a lot within our group, the people that follow us, and talk about not settling, where you dealing with certain things, and if there are these toxic behaviors, like let's just deal with it. The elephant in the room, men cheating, tricking off, doing what the hell they want to do, and you can't do that shit, right? You can't do that. You can't do what he do. You can't do what we do, right? And then, or you feel like the pickings are slim, and this guy is doing what he want to do, or he's not doing what he need to do, like paying the bills. But because he got, he's breaking your back, he's laying it down, then you settling for that because you got a warm body, somebody you can go lay up with, somebody who can give you, keep you warm at night, that type of thing. And so not settling for those things or settling for whack ass, non-committal ass, non-information ass type ass motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Cassie ain't talking, they ain't telling you what the fuck y'all got going on. They're not telling you what's to it. So settling for that. And that's from the lady side. And the same thing with men. Sometimes we settle for things that's not necessarily for our liking, or settling for things that may not necessarily float our boat. Sometimes we have people that make you feel like what you want or what you want to accomplish may be too much. You might be doing too motherfucking much. You may be whatever. You shouldn't have to settle. I think that you should be 100% transparent all the fucking time. This is something that we've been talking about lately, and I really, 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 really 100,000% subscribe to this. Being 100% real, 100% transparent. Tell them the motherfucking truth, nigga. Telling them where you at with it. Tell them what you feel, what you're not feeling, what you're trying to do, what you want. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Now, just same thing like some guys, as opposed to the cheating and tricking. I'm a proponent. I'm a proponent for non-cheating. Okay, I don't agree with the cheating. I half a year. That's what we did. Most niggas did. We cheated and tricked off and lied and all that kind of shit. I'm not necessarily for that. I think you should tell the truth about what the fuck you want. So don't settle. If you want to deal with more than one person, or you want something more out of the relationship with your woman, you should be 100% truthful and tell them. Now, the tricky part is how they respond with that. So I'm gonna go, and that's for the guys. So going back to the ladies, to my partners back here, don't settle. If the man is not telling you or giving you a definition, if you want to know who are we, what are we, and that's what you want to know in that situation, and y'all fucking and sucking and not catching nothing, if that's the case and he's not telling you something, you don't settle for that shit. Don't not catching nothing.
Your ass gonna cut something eventually. I'm just saying.
Feeling something, goddamn.
You gonna catch something.
Shit. So my thing is that go ahead and be a buck about what you want,
Right.
And don't settle for that shit. You ain't got to take that shit. And I'm gonna tell you something that's the most important thing. I know a lot of brothers. We always tell, hey, it's the pickings are slim. It ain't that motherfucking slim out there. There's some dope ass niggas out here. Trust me. It's some brothers out here making it do. Hey, Nessa, where you been, girl? How you been, boo thing?
Hey, girl.
So it's some brothers out here. I know brother want to make you feel like they're the best. They're the best things since Sliz Nice bread and shit. The best things since rice. God damn it. Shit, they the best thing since dollar gas or whatever. So that's crazy or whatever. So that's all geezy. So if you got a person that if you got a person that that is not being 100%, not telling you the truth, don't settle for that shit. Make it do what it do. Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? So
we're talking about don't settle for when it comes to relationship. We're gonna do that topic first.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I wasn't really feeling everything that my partner was saying. But for whatever he's saying, I know that he's talking to us. You know, we speak on the truth. I wasn't hearing it. I'm sorry. We speak.
My part of me killing. I'm like, damn, you don't feel
because I just come right out with shit. But at the same, I'm sorry. But at the same time, we have a word that I kind of go when I know a word. And it's called fugazi.
Right. And everything with fugazi.
Right.
Like, she's seeing so much.
I see it so much. You know how you buy a new car and everybody got your damn car?
Right.
At first nobody can have your car. Well, I see that. Then now, but I put a new word. I put, I like to change shit, make it sound. And I put boogazi. So when you fucking with your boo or a nigga, your fuck buddy, or your boy, or whatever the hell you want to call it, at the end of the day, I'll say, shit, you be doing boogazi shit because you should be on that. Right. So let's go into that about sex. So I think I'm gonna piggyback off of my boy saying is that for most women, we operate off hurt. And men, you operate off hurt too. Sometimes they're blunt and that ass ain't gonna give it to you where you wanted to get. It's gonna last for the minute or the 15 to 20 minutes or the hour that you're trying to marinate it to last. But then when you get through, you're done. You're gonna wash your ass up, you're gonna move on to the next, and then you still in search for the same thing that you laid down with the first time.
Bam.
So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is that you don't need to settle for something. And the only reason why, if you are, is because you're not feeling your damn self. Insecurity will put you in all types of positions, normally not on your back. You know what I'm saying? Where you should be is on your knees. You need to learn to love and like you.
Shit.
Because when you don't, you settle for shit you simply just don't deserve.
My God.
But a lot of times, most people, I'm going to talk to the ones that I feel like don't realize that they don't have to settle. Being lonely. Okay, you get to a certain age, you're empty nesting, you ain't got nobody no more. You done got a divorce. Fuck the divorce. You just by yourself. You just drop that nigga. You just drop that itch, as you say, and you in your own element. This the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and on up. You doing you, but you settled all that night. It's just I just need to be curved that one more time. Or I just need to be hit that one more time. And then instead of you looking forward, you looking back, and that nigga that did the same shit to you, that's the one you called.
Boom.
Hello, what you doing?
Just chilling. What you got going on? Screw with yourself.
You know what time it is. It's after 12 o'clock. So he coming through. And then, but when he get through, he's done. Same shit, same song, same toilet, same shit, same person. If you want that to be different, it's entirely up to you. So
I guess there's a reason why people settle. Those settling for like for the dick appointments, and settling for the pussy appointments, or settling for shit you ain't really feeling, it ain't really in your heart.
But why are you selling for it? But you will never know what it's like to have something better because you keep going back.
It's the fear, though. It's the fear of not. And let me tell you something. I think some shit get caught. Like I told you earlier, some guys say, "Man, you ain't gonna find nothing better than me." God damn it, I'm locking that dick down. I'm giving you that motherfucking money. I'm giving you that dick. And it's like, there's cats out there. There's people out there that's dope as fuck. And the first thing you got to do, and everybody understand, anybody that's mature understand, you got to fuck their mind.
Yes.
You have to encapsulate their motherfucking mind.
Yeah.
And if you got somebody that fucks with you the long way, that got your back, front, and she say, your
peripheral.
If you got somebody that fucks you there, that's what you want. So I wouldn't settle with somebody who's just half-ass doing shit and or is not being 100% about their intentions. What the fuck is we? What are we? What the fuck are we doing? Who the fuck am I to you? What the fuck are we doing in 5 to 10 years? What the fuck are you doing in 3 to 5 or 6 months? What is your intention? What you got cracking, nigga? Is you building or are we bonding? What's cracking? And who am I in that whole motherfucking move? How do I fit in your motherfucking move? And my thing is this. I think you should be very intentional. When it comes to men are very motherfucking intentional. You my woman, goddammit. This we doing. You know what I'm saying?
They got to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
So they probably been fuck you 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 long ways.
35 times.
And maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 years, you still putting up with that shit. Listen, nigga, I'm not waiting for you to make up your mind. So then that's when you need to make a decision within yourself how long this nigga gonna last. I mean, sometimes people be going fucking continuously, and I don't know how y'all do it, but continuously without no type of orgasm.
Oh.
So what I'm saying, that's just fucked up, because at the end of the day, you want to have that. Orgasm is just not a sexual context. You know what I'm saying? When we say mind fuck, you need to be, it's not just physical. When you say mind fuck, you need to magnetize the mind of what I say and how I talk, and I'm in here. Because usually when a person is in here, you know, everybody say, I follow my heart. Yes. And then I listen to my mind. But true, trust and believe. If you haven't been mind fucked, that's what you really need to have in your life, which helps you make better and clearer decisions about everything. I think the dopest thing that I like to say, and I'm gonna go here, when it comes to relationships, and yep, I'm gonna toot Kimmi on hand and my own self when I say this, and that is the reason why I think I come with such respect. I've been told, you know, of just being able to understand the opposite sex, and being able to understand them is because I simply know first that they are different. They think different than what we do. And then second of all is the fact I'm gonna let you do what the fuck you do, because you know why? I'm gonna do what I do too. But not the point that like what you do, I'm a tit for tat. It's just to mature enough and to know the difference that what is freedom to you might not be freedom to me. That doesn't mean I can't fuck with you and we both still be free.
You know, one thing I'll give you that on your point for your flowers. I always give you flowers. You actually listen. Listening is an actual skill. Yeah. Like we can hear shit, but listening is like, okay, I'm listening and then I'm trying to dissect, interpret, and let it resonate within myself and respond. That's an actual skill. It's a purposeful thing. What you've done is you mastered the skill of listening to people, especially men. Yeah. Like, what the fuck you talking about? What does that mean? Yeah. Why do you think that way? Yeah. I'll say something to you. You'd be like, okay, come on, don't leave it there. Come on with the rest. What's all that? What the fuck is all of that shit mean? And you listen to it, and some shit you be like, you know, you had that face when you like, that sounded crazy. But you listen to it like you serious niggas think like that? They saying that kind of crazy shit. But you listen to it. You don't just, I mean, I'm sure your defenses is like, man, I know women will beat the fuck out of you. But you would listen to it. Okay, I'm gonna hear you out. And that's the part about it. Listening is a skill. So you listen to your partner, which is how you're able to say, okay, listen, I'm what you do. I heard you. I listened to you. I sat on it. I slept on it. I woke up, made it for breakfast. Put it in my coffee. And I'm letting it resonate, as you were saying, in my spirit.
And just meeting you where you at.
Meeting you where you are.
Because a lot of times you know, I think we make the mistake in relationships. I think we all have done this. Ed and I have too. Is that we think about what we want in a relationship, and then we project how that person should be in the relationship. But that person is not that. So your projection, it don't fit the screen, the film that you're making. You're gonna need to get a whole other fucking castmate, because I don't fit that. I'm gonna fail at that audition every time. Every motherfucking because time. I don't even know how to audition for that shit. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think you got a bracket of 6. But that nigga meet 2.5, and you tolerate the other 4.5. 3.5. Or 3.5. That shit is entirely up to you.
That's a lot to deal with too.
Right. So you know that 80-20 rule. Yeah. And I'm for that 80-20 rule, but I'm gonna tell you how it operates in Kim mind. The way it operates in my mind is that we got 80%. That means you pretty much match all the shit that rocks with me. But it's some 20% fugazi shit that is about you. But that's okay, because that's my nigga. His fugazi shit that I fucks with. Right. You ain't got to understand it. That's okay with that, but that's the shit that I'm willing to deal with. So that's what I think. In order for you not to be in a position where you're selling, you just got to make sure that it makes sense with you, with whoever you're fucking with. And when it comes to a relationship, you need to make, and it's even in friendship. It's like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? If I'm the one, I seen this shit, friendship, you're like, damn, I don't even know. Like, I'm always the one like saying, let's get together. I'm always the one pushing you like, well, I'm just be chilling. No, I'm just this and that. So, nigga, if you busy all the fucking time, then when that one time I'm busy, then you want to act stupid because I said I'm busy. So at the end of the day, we teach people how to treat us, right? So in order for that to come in effect, this is what you have to do. People forget this word go out the door, but it's called boundary. Okay, so this is how this gonna work. Listen, I've been asking you for weeks. Do you want to attend this shit? You ain't said you want to attend. So listen, I'm gonna go ahead and go. Okay. No, matter of fact, your ass see me on social media. I'm at the fucking event. You like, really, Kimmy? You just went without. I mean, I gave you more than enough time to tell me let's do. What do you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna have this is where my three rule, and that is I'm gonna have the conversation with you. I'm gonna reach out to you,
right,
and then I'm gonna wait for that answer. But that shit is time.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, one thing we cannot get back, people, is our time.
Right.
And that's in any type of relationship you want to have. Right. Because when a child want to play with you like my son, I mean, we kicked it this weekend. You understand me? Every little thing. I mean, for the last 3 days. He want to do this. He want to do that. He want to do that. I was with him, meeting him everywhere he at. But even that time, that matters to him. I can buy him the coldest shoes, the coldest clothes. But that time that I just spent with him meant the world.
Priceless.
Right.
How about when you give up your time for people, or you there for people and they're not there for you? That energy. When you start selling for, like, you know what? I'm coming.
That's that accommodation energy.
Man, listen, you coming there, you rocking, man. You pulling up, nigga. Where you at, nigga? And I'm talking about like pulling up with motherfucking guns and blazing. What's good with it? Who we gotta pop out? What's great? Every time they call you on the motherfucking scene, every time they call you, come. You know what I'm saying? You up and pose on people. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
You always there. Nigga sick at the hospital. Mama needs something. You dropping out money for bread, eggs.
Always
you know
there.
And then you hit them for some more, like, man, my daughter having a bar mitzvah and shit. Can you just slide through, just signing the motherfucking visitation? And they can't roll through it. That shit. Selling.
Right.
And then here's the thing with that. That's cool.
For that continued behavior. Selling for that continued
behavior. So my thing is that now we started realizing, okay, this is where we at. You my people. You sometime me.
So you don't fuck with me the long way. You fuck with me the short way.
Very short way. Okay. So I'm gonna fuck with you the super duper short
way.
Right.
I'm on the short bus.
Like, yeah, super
right. I'm not at the bus stop.
Right. I'm like I might show up, may not. I don't know. Depends how we motherfuckers feel.
But that's crazy though. That expectation. I can say I'm 100% guilty of that. I'm very guilty of always and consistent being accommodating. And that's saying I'm not blaming anyone for that. That's me. Yeah. So when you recognize shit that you do, that's why it starts with you. Listen, to start over is not a place, it's a mindset. So it starts with you. If you truly want to start over, then you need to start with you. See, most of the time we pointing the finger saying this person did this and this person did that, when really it's just your ass. And most of the time I have to say it, it's because it's just true. Most time people is really lackadaisical in relationships. The world have gotten completely more lackadaisical. It's like, I ain't got to fuck with you. I text you when I text you. I holler back when I holler back. But that shit don't rock with Kimmy Kim. For me personally, I'm going to demand that I need a response of some kind of way in order for me to continue to fuck with you. But don't look at me crazy. You can't say I ghosted you. You can't say I didn't tell you. I told you. But at the end of the day, I'm just saying it starts in friendship, relationships, and even in career. Let's go on the job.
Yes.
So you didn't have your 6-month review. They said, or a year review. And y'all done talked about it. And you was like, listen, I'm doing this person's job, that person's job. I'm doing my job. I'm killing the game. I'm not late. You know what I'm saying? I done picked up. I learned the new skill. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, y'all got this open role. Consider me. Let me apply for that position.
Right.
And I need that raise.
Need that money.
They come back and say, listen, right now we don't have enough funds in our budget. We can't meet you where you at this time. But then there's another person's seniority. Yes, she be late. Yes, she don't come in. Yes, she went missing for 3 days. No call, no show. But she been here. And she probably be the one to consider for the position.
Right.
Now, entirely up to you is you're going to settle for that shit.
Hell no.
When you know your worth, baby.
Better yourself.
When you know your worth, you can look at people and be like, that dick will never enter me. Mm-hmm. You'll be like, that's an ass that I never want to enter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no if and buts about it. This job ain't worth me going in slaving myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You start when you know your worth, I'm telling you, your vision, you look different. It feels different. It's just like when you detox. So that's why I say you need to detox. We did a show about that. You need to detox yourself and say, I need to look at shit different. Stop selling for half-ass shit when you deserve the whole damn bread, not the whole damn loaf, not a bread crumb.
Or the end of the bread. I'm gonna give a shout out to my son. My son did a really good job telling about him and his promotion. You know, your other baby.
Yes.
Kimmy, I love Kim. Kimmy has adopted my kids.
Every last one of them. Edwin, I love you. I love you so much, Edwin.
So he went in here, something, I think some shifts had happened in this company. He's newer to his company than the past year. And some shift had changed. Some people had left. There was some bullshit going on. He found himself in the middle. He was asking him questions. HR like, listen, he realized that, okay, these positions open up. I know I just got here, but shit, that budget is, you can't say that because my son did his research. You can't say the budget ain't there because these motherfuckers gone. So the money, you got the budget.
You can't lie.
You can't say that. So he went there and said, and look, he shot his motherfucking shot. He tried to get a $40,000-$50,000 raise. He got about 25 to 30 of it though.
But he didn't settle.
He didn't settle.
So even if you go like Bughazi high, and then you want them to meet you, damn sure I will go high. I will aim high so they can meet me in the middle. And that's how you do it. So the power of negotiation doesn't just end. You know what I'm saying? With people, I mean, just with a job, but it's continued thing even in relationships.
You know, I say it ain't. It's not what you get. Is what you get. What you negotiate.
Right, and what you say you are, shit your ass become. So affirmations is powerful, and you damn sure need to believe in the things that you say. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard. I can say at the end of the day, it's kind of hard. You kind of want to do what you do. You kind of want to say what you say and mean what you say. And it just comes to a point, personally, I can say, is that selling it can hinder you from so many things. And we self-sabotage ourselves because we like, well, I'm not with nobody. And my ex, he was good in this area. Or this dude is good in that area. So I'm just going to fuck with him. Listen, ladies, I'm just going to talk straight to my ladies right now. Listen, your girl know that it hit us different. We want to be held. We want to be picked up. We want to be loved on. We want to do all that. And every man just don't get to have that ability to do that. I get that. Your girl feel all that. But if this nigga broke your heart, had you crying, losing weight, your hair fell out.
Wow.
You was looking stupid. You lost money at work. You lost your fucking job. Your kids looking at you stupid. Your friends looking at you stupid. And your bills ain't paid. Shit that y'all had is gone. You lost a car, a fucking house. It just goes on and on. If he did all that, I just want to know. I mean, you just tell me. I don't know. Why do he deserve to hit your ass again? How do you even get wet from that shit?
Oh, wow.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, like, so you didn't call me a bitch. You didn't say it, I want this. You want to say it, I want that. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100. Like, your girl speaks straight truth. Right. So I'm just saying, I'm trying to understand. I've been in a position where, I still love that nigga. But I wouldn't let him fuck me with somebody else's dick. So at the end of the day, I understand. Your girl understand, but I'm just saying, like, if you settle for that, they can keep dipping in that. And it be some niggas, I ain't gonna lie, these niggas like, you just straight up love. I'm speaking truth, ladies. You just like, I love the fuck out of him, and he know how to do me right. And then after he get through doing me right, he's still the same nigga though. Just know that. Now, if you grown as fuck like I am, and you know that it ain't nothing else gonna come up with that motherfucker 15, 20, 30 minutes of that prolonged shit he try to make of it, then do that. That's on you. Yeah. But you can't be looking at them Bughazi when they leave, or you don't hear from them in 4 or 5 months because they just happen and shit. That nut gone. They built up way more nut after that. I mean, I'm just keeping it 100.
He just murdered me on that one. He said 4. I'm thinking he said 4 or 5 days. Maybe
that motherfucker's gone. I mean, niggas is quick to hit it and quit it. Vaginas open up, we close up tight, and then you know what I'm saying. I mean, if your shit like that, I don't know, but I'm just saying, if you do that, at the end of the day, it's over. So you just got to be careful about what you choose to let. You know what I'm saying? In your world, in your space, and know your worth. Listen, for Kimmi Kim, this is one of my gems, and that is, I'm thankful for it all, the highs, the lows, the blessings, the lessons, the setbacks, the comebacks, the love, the hate, everything, because I'm a better me because of all of it.
Facts.
I mean, it be some fucked up niggas. I mean, I've experienced it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm a mother of 4 sons. I love every last one of them, and they be doing some Bughazi shit, but I keep it 100 with them. But I try to live the life that I want as a man. That's another thing too. Like, you going out saying you want this type of nigga, you want that type of nigga, but at the end of the day, you ain't shit like that woman. You know what I'm saying? That you ain't shit like the person you said you want to be. So you be sitting back watching, like you're like, damn, God just don't like me. He won't send me nobody good. Listen, for every person that I know that's great has some type of struggle before they became greater. So that's why I say, with me, I love the fuck. That's not I can sit here and say I love the fuck out of who I am, because who I am and everything that I experience. And I can sit here and tell you this thing I experienced, I would never want nobody to experience, not even my worst enemy. But at the end of the day, and I don't have one of those that I know of, because if you mad and you beefing with me, you beefing all by your motherfucking self. Kimmy ain't losing no kind of sleep whatsoever about nobody.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I'm just saying, I just feel like that if you have any type of issues or problems that's keeping you and holding you and suppressing you, and you can't get elevated from that. I'm all about being elevated, you know what I'm saying, at this point in my life. And everybody should have that. Right. I wanted, my boy told me one time, this Ed and I was having a conversation as we always do, because we are straight up best friends. And it's just one of those things where you're just saying, like, I want to have the power to do me. Okay, so that registered, but as I say, resonated with me in different type of ways. Because I have a lot of people tell me, Kimmy, I just want to do me. I don't know how to say, damn, I just want to do. So do I live a lie or do I tell the truth? My answer to that, Ed, is
that a question?
Yep, it said, the question is, I want to be free and I want to do me.
Got it. Okay.
He said, and I said to them, so do you live a lie or do you tell the truth? And most people said, I'm just going to live a lie. You know what I said? Okay. If you live that lie, you have to continue to tell that lie on a consistent, constant basis. But if you tell the truth, you got in front of your story, you got in the back of your story. They can make shit and add all up to your story, but you told the actual story. Right. And this is me. Fucked up as it may be, bad as it may be, it doesn't fucking matter.
You know what's so funny about all of that? When you say that, is that the reality of it is we got sent up all this. I don't know what the fuck it came from, religion or whatever, but everybody fucked up. And when I say fucked up, I'm not saying everybody's murderers and rapists and fucking molesters. I'm saying everybody got some bullshit.
Everybody got some dysfunction.
I don't give a fuck about what you may think about my dysfunction because you have one. Your dysfunction may be on the left side of it. Mine may be on the right side of it. Either way, it's a motherfucking dysfunction. So I'm gonna be honest and be true because I don't want to live and I ain't gonna try to remember that shit. I done told you some bullshit. I'm fake this. I'm this nigga. This is who I am. God damn it.
That's
this
right.
Who I am. I don't need you to tell my motherfucking story like she just said. I'm gonna tell you my motherfucking story. Right. This is what it is. So my thing is that be 100%. Be honest. Be authentic. It took maybe my mom passed away a few years ago, and maybe at that point it was so funny. I didn't tell you this, but I remember when my mom passed away. My thought of death was different. I was always fearful of death. Okay. I had a conversation with Angie about it. She never feared death. She was just worried about how other people would feel if she passed away. I was like, man, how does it feel like you can't breathe no more? That's just so scary.
You know you're not here no more.
And you're not. It's just weird. Like, what? How do I?
Yeah,
what the hell?
That's my fear.
That's a serious.
Like that's the thing.
That's a serious. But when my mom passed, like, well, my mom passed. I mean, she did it. It was just different. Like, well,
shit, not by choice.
No. What I'm saying is that if she could do it, it's like I lost. Like my thing is that. So the thought was, I started to live more freely. Is what I'm saying. I started to be more honest. I realized that the stuff that she wanted to do, I don't think she did a lot of stuff that she wanted to do, and she was holding to certain things, certain beliefs. And I started to embrace more freedoms, embrace different things, and be more honest about stuff. I don't want to be held captive to an ideology about me. I don't want to be held captive what people may think I should be or act like. I am not those things. I am who I am. And I'm not going to live my life like that. Like we talk about this all the time. We say this all the time. Mm-hmm. We say we'd rather live on our feet than die. We'd rather die on our feet than live on our knees. Like I'm not going to be just fucking because I'm alive, but I'm on my knees. I want to make sure y'all happy or make sure y'all look at me a certain way. Make sure y'all feel, no. I'm going to live by my terms and I'm going to be happy. Now, my thing is I will do good by people. I'm going to love freely. I'm going to respect people. Okay. I'm going to do what the people I need to do. I'm going to look out. I'm going to be there for you. My friend she got sick. She was like, oh, I'm like, Kim, I'm not leaving your fucking side. I don't give a fuck what we got to do. We're going to make it do what it does.
Absolutely.
At that moment, it was like, there was no choices. I don't have a choice to say, well, I hope it works out for you. I'm going to give everything I get, even with my partners, with my kids. I'm gonna give you everything I got. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this is all I got. And I got 50% left. But I'm gonna give it to you earnestly. And I'm gonna live like that. So like I said, my mom kind of taught me like, I'm not gonna live like that. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I'm gonna be truthful. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna be free. And I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna live my life out loud. I want to live, what they say, you want to die empty. You ever heard that statement? You want to die empty, like everything that's in you.
Everything in you is released.
It's released. You're doing all your gifts and skills. This is what we love about the Sip and Spill. I'm gonna go ahead and give my partner flowers. This is what I love about her, which is why she said, "Oh, nobody gonna be on the other side." I'm saying the same shit. She says it, but I'm saying the same thing. She was more like, "Nigga, do the damn thing." I'm like, "You playing? No. Take your monkey ass, get the shit set up. Let's go right now." "Oh, no, you playing? Come on, I ain't ready. I know I want to do the no." She said, "No. Shh. Get the thing, do it right now. If you're about that motherfucking life, let's show me better
exactly
than you
6 months ago."
And she told me, "Let's do this damn thing." And so when that kind of thing, it's like in our show, we're able to say the craziest shit, the weirdest stuff. People are like, "I can't dare say it. I can't be." That ain't our truth. I'm sorry. I feel bad for you.
Yes, because we're gonna be us.
We're gonna be us. We're gonna do our thing, and then you know what? And then the intention is to be an example, a ray of light, to show love. I'm not doing this to shit on anybody. Right. I'm not doing this to knock her, to be against her. I'm not doing it to be against our families. I'm not doing anything to hurt anybody. I'm doing it because I love myself and I love my family and friends. Right. And sometimes you may not be at the place you say, "I'm gonna go ahead and share my business or share my life." That's fine. I got your black. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Because somebody had to go on the cross, right?
That's right.
Somebody had to go ahead and be the sacrificial lamb sometimes or whatever. Somebody had to be the Martin Luther King, the Malcolm X. Somebody had to do it. Right. We waiting around like, who's gonna be the next one? I go ahead. I got y'all black. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So that's my statement on that. I think I done said enough on them.
No. This is our show. You can say whatever the hell you want to say.
Well, I just want,
Okay, when you sipping and spilling though, it'd be like, because I'm feeling everything that I'm sipping on. I can tell you right now, but I'm gonna continue to spill.
I told you this.
As I do it, but I really love this.
Yes.
Okay, well, anyway, I don't want to get in a shout out till they give us our flowers. But your girl is, I'm the spill, so let me get a clap. I want to say thank you for my flowers, but also to everybody that's watching and support. I just want to continue to say that because I feel like, Ed, that we really don't thank and appreciate the people that's in our lives. We don't do that enough.
I think
my boy pulled up today. Let me tell y'all something. My boy pulled up there. I don't give a fuck what I've been through all week. I know that Saturday, I don't give a fuck what goes. That's all I know for sure for 6 months. 6 months. I knew every fucking Saturday, this is what we do. This is by choice. This is our choice. So at the end of the day, I had a revelation, and this is the first time you actually hear me say this, revelation or aha fucking moment the other day. I was just something, you see, when you appreciate what you got, you learn how to live in it. And I tell Ed all the time, and different people I talk to, that you need to appreciate the moment. Because when somebody made you mad, got you upset, and fucked up your day, you allowed that. Okay, you got to be able to control that.
Okay,
but they did that. How long you gonna let that shit last? Because you can let that fester. So you still mad about some shit I did 2-3 weeks ago.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I want to appreciate what I got because do his pros outweigh his cons? Absolutely. So it's one of those things where you just need to do that a lot. I call it inventory checks. So every week, everybody, this is what I do. I've got myself into a habit of asking myself, does it support the life I'm trying to create? And the life that I'm trying to create is that I want genuine people in my circle and around me that uplift me, that I'm celebrated and not just tolerated. So with that, and I constantly, consistently say that affirmation with myself. And then on top of that, I say, because not only am I a good person and I'm kind and I'm loving and I'm very accommodating, and I got your back. If I'm your girl, if I tell you that my word is my bond, I mean what I say and I say what I mean. With that, I know that about me. So when I want to show up here, when I do that, I feel like you're truly living when you give that to somebody else. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. So what I give is what I feel like the fruits of labor come back to me. And I was just thinking about my boy the other day, and I think that a lot of people don't have what we have. A lot of people don't have it. I'm like, I don't gotta have 1,000,000 motherfucking friends. I'm not trying to be everybody's bestest and BFF and the greatest dope ass relationship. Oh, I'm a Michelle Obama and all that shit. None of that. But what I got, I like. What I got, I fucking love. You know what I'm saying? So not only do I got my boy, I got the addition of the family and everybody and anything that come with him. And is he fugazi? Hell, motherfucking yeah. Is he crazy? Hell, motherfucking yeah. But the 20% of what I feel, that's the shit that I fuck with. And if you don't have that, I'm sorry. Because that's what you need in your life to rock with. See, a lot of times we so busy thinking about what we don't got that we fuck up what we don't have. And I'm always been that person that a person will reach back and they book, so to speak, and be like, damn, Kim was there for me. Damn, Kim was there. Damn, I need to reach out to Kim. I promise you I couldn't make this shit up. And everybody that's watching this shit know y'all ass just hit me up 4 times. Okay, 4 fucking times this week. I'm like, damn, what the fuck is on your mind? What you thinking about? And on my thing, I'm just saying, like, so I try to live my life by what I give. But the inventory check, think about all the great shit of the people that you give and you help. And it's okay. Accept all the fucking apologies that you're never ever gonna get. The most important apology you need to accept and you need to even ask for is apology to yourself.
Apologize.
You need to apologize to yourself, because if you've been living a life like me and my boy talk about all the time, I think what makes us work and what makes us great and the understanding between each other is that the freedom that we need to have. See, I'm not trying to change Ed to be anybody else. He's not trying to change me to be anybody else. And I think we change willingly because of who he is and who I am. See, that's the difference. When you walk in the door and you try to change a person, that's when you fall short every fucking time. It doesn't matter what age you are. You still going through shit, and it takes different people, different facets and time frames to change. So with that stated, I'm just simply stating that meet that person where they at. Open up their door and allow them to fuck up, make up, fuck up again, make up, fuck up again. The way you challenge that and know if they're real or not is the very foundation of who they are. But sometimes, even in your 40s and your 50s, you're trying to figure out who the fuck you are.
Still are.
Because you've been living a life of doing something that you projected that was told to you to be. I know Ed and I experienced that through church and upbringing. It's a lot of things now. I mean, I'm not a tattoo girl. I never was. I'm just giving this as an example. But now that's something that is, even now, I've always thought of it, but I was always told or informed that that's just so wrong. And so, but do I believe that? That's something I was told. Do I believe that? So it goes by what the fuck I believe. So I challenge everybody to just step into your life to do what works for you. I'm telling you, the newfound freedom of being exactly who the fuck you are. And I'm not going to say you're not going to make mistakes. I'm not gonna say that you not gonna, even look back on some shit. Okay, damn, I ain't have to do that. But trial and error makes you who you really is. Just don't be afraid to fail, man, because you got to.
Don't be afraid to fail.
That's how you be a greater you.
And be yourself. And the thing is, your intentions. Your intentions. One of the best things I've learned is this: perceptions and intentions.
Right.
The people can see you being a certain way, but your intentions, sometimes your intentions should match your perception. Like people will see you being like, how people, I ain't even do that, but you always fucking up, but you never mean to fuck up, but they perceive you as a fuck up, but your intentions aren't that way. Your intentions got to be so intentional. You got to be very purposeful behind your intention. My feeling is this: our intention is to make sure we empower and to help and to bless. Like I said earlier, before Kimmi was talking, I was saying that my intention is to really be dope for people, to be there for people, to get had a back, man. Make sure I have that front, to show them better than I can tell them, to do something for someone before I do something to them, or as opposed to doing something to them. So my thing is that our intentions are to be loving and embracive and supportive and giving. So that's my intention. So be that way. When your intentions aren't to fuck people over, and because sometimes I think you have to be selfish enough to be enough to learn. You have to be selfless enough to earn the time to be selfish. And sometimes, and that could be in reverse sometimes too, because you have to make sure that you're doing the best for yourself, for your own self-help, but not in a way of fucking somebody else over.
Right.
So I want to do something good for myself. That's something I had to learn too, Kimmi Kim. Even in relationships, when I learned from my particular relationship where I love myself. That's what I was told. I was like, I know you love me, but you love yourself more. And my thing was like, damn, what's wrong with that? But then I thought about it. Sometimes I'm so engulfed in what I wanted for myself, I was stepping on people. Fuck you, I'm getting my shit. And I'm fucking people over and shitting on people.
Right, because selflessness can lead to selfless acts.
Yes, selfless acts, and it affects people that you care about.
But you really don't want to be Bugazi.
You don't want to do that. Right. You don't want to be that way, and you end up being that way. So my thing is that we're saying we want to make sure that you understand that you do things with the good intentions. From the bottom of your heart with good intentions. I ain't trying to fuck nobody. I'm trying to steal from nobody. I don't want your shit. I was simply like, when Kim had a promotion, her job, I'm happy for you. You got your thing. You're like, God, Kim doing her thing. I'm happy for Kimmi Kim getting her thing. I don't want her stuff. I'm happy for her. I'm not mad at her because I know that's my friend. I know if she got some
candy, I can get some candy. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Not that I'm looking for it from, but it's like I'm happy for
Right.
her. I'm genuinely happy for her. I don't want to be like, man, I wish I could get that nice car you got. And,
Yeah,
you know
that
what I'm saying?
hateration game is off the chain.
My intention is to make sure. So anyway, that's our point. Make sure you don't self-sabotage. I want to get into that before you. I want you to do your point, and I want to talk about self-sabotage from a
Okay.
male's perspective too. I'm
Okay.
saying some shit I learned by myself.
Okay, so in a blink of an eye, everything can change. So I think you should forgive often, love with all your heart, take no one for granted.
No
But
way.
you never know what tomorrow will bring.
Most.
That's my take on that. And I just feel like, the struggle part of most of everything and anything that we go through is simply self-made. And as Ed was saying, you might want to just take a look at yourself. It's hard. I ain't gonna lie. It's
That
hard
is
like a motherfucker
hard as hell.
to face it. I'm telling you, when I tell you my sons, they know this about me as well as they dad. They say, Mom, you always talking to yourself. And I said, yeah, they was like, always that they grew up. And they was like, first I thought something was wrong with you,
Right.
And it's so crazy. My youngest son, he just said to me yesterday, he's like, Mom, okay. So they sit back and listen sometimes. So I have this thing, everybody have their thing, and I don't mind sharing with y'all. I don't give a fuck what y'all think. That's how grown I am. But I will say this much. So I'm talking to myself, like, just be like, so I feel like I need to do this. I need to do that. You know what? Because I trust myself to say what I need to say to myself. But sometimes when you say shit out loud, it hit different. Because you could be thinking it, and then that person say something, you look all around and shit. But when you talk out loud, it hit different. My words of affirmation, the number one thing I was asked this question. So Kimmi Kim, with all the gems and everything you be sharing and all the great advice, all the things, what really works for you in your life? Like, what have you experienced? Like, how do you keep going? Like, what's the tool? And it just hit me because my boy asks all the time. He'd always say, like, Kim, what's the tool to get through things? And I'm going to tell you that everything and anything I've ever experienced in my life is the wisdom that I feel that I have today is because it comes from pain. And I feel wisdom is nothing but heal pain. Everything that I ever say, I'm not trying to be your therapist. I'm not trying to be your relationship guru. I'm not trying to be anything, but everything I talk about is experience of something I felt and something I know for sure. And if I can help one person, that's it. I've done my job. Life is about what you give. It's not about what you give. So before we move on to self-sabotage, and it's a great connection to this, and give your girl a minute because when I'm sipping, I'm feeling what I'm fucking sipping, and I'm loving it. But I want to talk about 5 people that I feel that will ruin your life.
Okay.
And this came to me in a way, literally at 3:00 this morning. I literally sat up in my bed. When I tell you, sometimes when I pray. I don't know about nobody else. I'm not trying to put nobody else. But I pray a lot for all my decisions, all my directions, everything. And so I kept going over stuff in my mind. Like, Lord, what you want me to say? This hit me. So let's talk about it. 5 people I think that can ruin your life. The number one person I was going to call the user. Let's just say the user.
Damn.
They only love you just as much as they can use you. What do that mean? So if you that person that they can call for 12 or 1:00 in the morning to smash because their girl is on their period,
Right.
or the other girl is not available, she with her fucking dude or married her husband or whatever, or their girl is mad at you, or vice versa, the woman, her man is gone, he out of town, he ain't there available and all that shit. And that's as far as you allow them to go, that's that user. So we need to recognize that. It ain't about you. It ain't because, your PUSSY is so great. Fuck that. It's simply because I can get in there when I need to, when it's convenient. So go ahead and be the vagina convenience store. That's entirely up to you. But that's a motherfucking user that you got. Okay, and it doesn't matter if it's in the daytime or the nighttime because people daytime fuck too. Okay, so with that said, the next one is the complainer. They will steal your peace by complaining about the same things they aren't willing to change. So if you got a person in your life, friend or whatever, just keep on saying, like, I need you to do this and do that, show up and call and be on time. But they ain't none of that shit. They just constantly and consistently telling you that. They just complain about everything and anything in their life.
Are they making any change?
They ain't making no change whatsoever. You can get rid of that person. No, that's number 2. Get rid of that person. Number 3, the blamer.
Ooh, wow.
They always try to make you feel guilty, and they never take responsibility for shit they do.
Rejection.
See, if you would have never did what the fuck you did, I would have did what I did. I would have done what I did. Man, fuck all that. Take responsibility for what you do. So I'm just saying, you every time I come home, that's all you doing is talking crazy to me. So that's why I'm saying, what you want to do, another female would, and he'd be crazy as a motherfucker if you come back and say, you right. Because the shit that you won't do, another nigga will do too. Shit, he was doing it last night. Bars. So anyway, I'm just saying, that's the blamer. You don't want that. So then, number 4, the competitor. They might want to see you do well, but they for sure don't want to see you do better than them. So they compliment you only to a certain limit. They like to keep you on that level. As soon as you start escalating that shit, they go like, And I know all about y'all. I've experienced every one of these motherfuckers in my life. When I tell you, male and female. So when I tell you that, I mean, it's fucked up, but I can say this, it's fucked up, but your own fucking spouse, man, can be competing against you because they shortcomings and insecurities, and they don't want to see you elevated. When you elevated, you like, dang, you rush all the way home, hey, you know, we need to celebrate. I got this guy. Oh, really? But that's good, man. That's good.
That's real
they all
shit.
Shitty and shit.
That's real
and
stuff.
You look at them and be like, damn.
That's fucked up, but it's real. That's real shit.
It's real. So I'm just saying, like, so pay attention to the competitor. The last one, number 5. Absolutely, number 5 is the abuser. They abuse your forgiveness. They abuse your trust. They abuse your loyalty. Now, I say this about me.
And your niceness.
And all that shit kind of ties into on your trust. You know what I'm saying? Your forgiveness, your loyalty. Forgiveness is when you keep forgiving them of the bullshit. Your loyalty is you consistently there for them no matter what. And your trust that you believe the fact that they won't fuck you over no matter what. With that stated, I would say that every last one of them, the user, the complainer, the blamer, the competitor, and the abuser, every last one of them will ruin your life. Straight up. And these are the people that's in your circle. So I challenge everybody that's listening to me today, and I will probably say this again during the week, is that pick these motherfuckers out and get rid of them. You understand? Get rid of them like a goddamn thinking that they will give your ass COVID, okay? Get rid of their ass.
I want to challenge that. I love what you're saying with that. I want to challenge everybody to do that, to do what we would call an inventory check. And
Absolutely.
It's okay. It's an inventory check. It's like checking your oil.
Right.
And oil change and doing things to your house. You know how you got to purge your house and you do a spring cleaning and all that kind of shit. I say you do that with your people. And it's not so much, here's the thing. You don't have to be like, hey, you know what, John, shut your ass up, get out of my life. No. Hey, Kathy, shut the fuck up. No. It's like, you respond and you place them in the priority category, how you respond and how you fuck with them. In your mind, like, okay, I'm getting a whole lot of heartache and not a lot of benefit from this person. I'm getting a whole lot of stress and not a lot of benefit from this person. Exactly. It's not about benefits, and it's not like you being petty or tit for tat. Right. But it's more like, I'm really getting, this is really bothering me. Like, there's some people that call your phone and you look at their phone, you get stressed when the phone rings. Like, oh my God. You just feel like it's like an energy with the phone call. It'd be so like that's oh my God.
Just looking at their number, you go,
so those people, you can't give them that type of energy. Or when they call, it can't be all in. Right. It's like, hey, how you doing? It's very surfacey. Oh man, that's fucked up. Right. Wow. Oh wow. Shouldn't go there. Let me call you back. Somebody's calling me. My son, my child, somebody need me. I gotta go to work. You put them in that. I challenge everybody to do an inventory check on the people that surround them. Right. And place them in the places they need to be in your mind and how you respond to them. Right. This is not something that's new. Here's the thing I love about our show. We're not talking about shit. These are more of the things that we talk about are more affirmations. You kind of know this shit, right? Y'all heard it. But sometimes we affirm shit you've been thinking. We tell you, go ahead and do it. Right. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and get the job.
Some shit your ass ain't heard, but Kimmi Kim is here for it. I'm going to tell you anyway.
Do an inventory check. Agree. Do an inventory check and check those people that are around you, people that are at your job, and see who meets where you need to be at.
Right.
Who is relevant to what you need to take in and take heed to. Some stuff just need to come in and bounce the fuck off like Teflon Don. So you go one in out the other. I know we know this, we heard this, but it's like sometimes, and here's the craziest thing. It's not the random ass people.
Right.
It's the people that's close to you. Those are the people. It ain't the random.
It's not, guys.
Nobody give a fuck about a random. I was told this before by my partner. She was like, listen, a man can tell me off the street, fuck you, bitch. And it's like, the B word is terrible, right? But if I said, fuck you, bitch, it's devastating.
Yep.
Because that motherfucker, I don't know him.
I don't give a fuck about him. But this nigga,
I
know. Right.
And so now those people that's close to you, it's like you gotta give them a level of relevancy to you. How much power that their words, their action affects on you. You would know all the time, even like this shit ain't been benefiting me.
Right.
This relationship ain't been benefiting me at all. I'm doing my part, they're not doing their part. And that's cool. Do your thug thizzle, my nizzle. It's all gizzle. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fall back. And when you call me, I'm not gonna be Johnny on the spot and Mary on the spot. I'm gonna be, I get to when I get to it, if I get to it, you feel me? You feel me? So that's what we're saying. We're basically saying, I'm affirming, I'm basically just encouraging that we all do that. Look around us and see what's relative to where we're going. What is relative to the progression of our lives? What's adding to it? Or what's counterproductive to the progression of where we're going? What's fucking holding us back? You taking 4 steps forward and taking 35 and a half steps back every time you take the call. Every time you help them. Like, damn. I'm losing every rip for what?
That's right.
What the fuck what? So anyway, that being said, that's my little piece on that. I did want to talk about real quick, before we go to the next subject, I want to talk about being
self-sabotage is the next subject.
Yeah, self-sabotage. Now, I've done this. I've done a thing where I say, listen, you know what? I feel that I've done things. Oh, I gotta turn it off. That happens. This Bluetooth. So I've done things where I feel like it's not worth it. So there's a thing that I say there's a thing, we talked about this a long time ago on our first few episodes of the show. I was talking, what is the fear of success? And I never understood it. We talked about this on the show. I'm gonna repeat it. Okay, as kids, y'all heard it before. Let me turn this off, that's gonna annoy everybody. I'm gonna keep talking because I'm gonna have the mic in my hand. So that's gonna be that. But so I was trying to figure out, well, what is the fear of success? And the fear of success is the belief, like everybody has a fear of failure, right? Nobody want to fucking fail and lose. What's the fear of success? Why would I be successful? Why would I be fearful of being successful? Why would I be fearful of making $1 million and getting all my degrees and all these buildings and properties and cars? Why would I be fearful of that? And fear and doubt is one of the same. That's what I figured out. Fear and doubt is one of the same. So when
fear and doubt is one of the same.
Fear and doubt is one of the same because you're doubtful. You're fretful, like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. And you don't really work on it. So what happens is when you are doubtful, you don't believe it's really for you. And when it's not for you, you don't put the work in for it. So you self-sabotage. That ain't for me. So you don't put in the work. Like if somebody say, Kim, you can get this bomb-ass job. You can be this, you're going to be over the doctors in the hospital. You're like, what? They telling you got the job. You're like, I don't even.
Yeah, you are your worst critic.
You're your worst critic. And you're like, you know what? That's some bullshit. Ain't nowhere in the world I'm being more than the doctors to be over this at this hospital.
Absolutely.
I ain't got this credential or that credential yet. They're like, well, we fuck with you. And you going like, yeah, right. You ain't for real. And you go in there, you have do the job. It's some bullshit. Yeah. And you don't come to work. And whatever. That's self-sabotage because you yourself don't believe that you deserve the positions you've been given. They'll self-sabotage and try to get away from that.
That's right.
I gotta grab a hold of the concoction because that's gone. It's gone. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's that. And it's a wonderful thing. I know, right? That's what I'm saying. Start with that one first, right? So that's what we're talking about. So self-sabotage. I'm with my partner, Kim. I gotta make our drinks. Because I'm the drink making for us, so I'll make our drinks. So I'm like Kim finish on the self-sabotage. She got a Kimmi jam. She gonna break down.
So I just feel like self-sabotage is settling, suppressing, and doing shit. And we make ourselves like when you call yourself fat, are you really believing that you're fat? Most of y'all do, and then you want somebody to say, "Girl, no, you ain't." But I'm not that person. I'm gonna say, "Yes, you is. You fat as fuck." That's on you though. Because if you don't like yourself, what makes you think I should? So you have to show up the way you want to be perceived. Straight up, you do. You know what I'm saying? So if you on that path of elevating your life as I am in mine, then that means you have to believe the shit that you think and say. But you do need to say those because we self-sabotage ourselves with thoughts. You can't let fucked up thoughts stay in your mind. You could think something, assumption will mess you up as well. You assume things, so you think that's what it really is, and it don't. So you got to let it pass through. It can't stay there. You got to let it pass through. And a lot of times we don't let nothing pass through. We literally sit there and just be contemplating that over and over and over again. I don't really think he feel that way about me because every time I text him, he don't really text me back. He'll go out with me, but it's because I'm constantly pursuing and I'm pushing it. That gut feeling that's telling you that's true. So change it up. We be so scared and fearful to change up the way we deal with our everyday people because we don't want the normalcy to change. I've been there. I understand it. I've been there and done that. But fuck that. Take that chance and that risk because you're worth it. Fuck him. Fuck her. You're worth it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not big on talk about celebrities. Okay, I'm not big. And I don't know the extent of this, but I just want to share an opinion that's been going around about Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. Everybody been talking about her body count versus about him 32, she 35, she 25, 10 years different. And she didn't want to stop her IG model career versus him wanting her to be that person. And they was like, women are leaving millionaires now. They not staying. They want to do them and all that. Okay. So my take on that, I was asked this question, and my take on that is that I feel like if the person that you with is defined by the money that they make, your ass already unhappy because it's not a guarantee. He could be rich today and broke as fuck tomorrow. That's how fast life changes, man. It does. It changed in a blink of an eye. Everything can change in a blink of an eye. So I'm just saying, you really do need to connect and build with somebody. And I said you build to bond, not build just to keep building. A lot of us that's been in these Fugazi ass relationship, been with him 7 years. Time we is married because we've been 7 years. That's bullshit. Your ass ain't married, girl. If the nigga died tomorrow or she died the next day, nigga, you ain't married to her. That common law shit ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? It can be challenged. It can be, you know what I'm saying? When it ain't paperwork, black and white. And that's why I believe in contractual agreements.
By the way, Kimmi Kim is a traveling notary. So if you need documents done, if you need your fucking living will and testament done and power of attorney, Kimmi Kim can do that.
On point with these drinks. All I want to say is that at the end of the day, that, reason why I say that because I speak to people that is living and making life death decisions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is why my job can be very difficult because I can't show emotion. I gotta be able to just share that and that be it. But it's hard because I give a fuck and I care. And even though, but just like the law, you can't be sympathetic to different people all the time. You do crime, you got to pay for it. That's all.
Facts.
So with that said, I'm just saying we really need to think about where we at in self-sabotage. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying? If you believe it, then you can achieve it, but you got to believe it. I don't really think a lot of people believe it. I think we let our past experiences that happen to us and we kind of let that decide our fate.
Right.
We kind of go off that experience. So, okay. And I'm breaking down because it needs to be. So you're your worst critic. You in a relationship right now and you feeling empty. I don't want that shit. Been there, done that. Okay. And I don't want to be in a relationship that I'm feeling empty. And I know a lot of people that are in a relationship, but I'm in a relationship because I got a man and I can just say I got a man. He's my man. But your man ain't shit. So I would rather be sitting on the outside of not having a man than being with a man that ain't shit. And the only reason I'm saying I'm shit, when I'm saying shit, brothers, I'm saying specifically that you're really not thinking about her, like you're really out in the streets. Your mind, you ain't trying to put a ring on it. Just all the elevated shit. You ain't trying to do all that. You letting them know that I do what I do, and it is what it is. You accept me if you don't. Okay, that's part of one of those 5 people that will ruin your life. But still, it's entirely up to you. If that's what you want and you okay with a few little video games and some dick and bubble gum, that's entirely up to you. That's your life. But don't look back 20, 30 years later and go, damn, I fucked up. Because that's still entirely up to you.
Facts.
It's just one of those things where I feel like I'm big on talking about ownership. When I say inventory checks, it starts with me. It ends with me. Why did you put up with that shit? You got to make it make sense to you.
Make it make sense.
It does, because that changed your whole life. I promise you. My mindset have changed from where I was just 2 months ago, guys, without being able to move my body and just being able to do now, so many different things you take for granted. Something to me, just moving my left hand. I wasn't able to do all this. This motherfucker was just like that. He had to tease me, laugh through the whole process, which was very therapeutic to me. But when I look back on it and I think about what I couldn't do versus what I could do, it's like we take things for granted.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I'm gonna go back a little bit when Ed was just talking about the death of his mom. I kind of relate to that with the death of my father. So I kind of feared that. Like, I'm like, damn, like, I don't want to, man, like, you just transition. Like, where you going? All that kind of stuff, right? It's mind-boggling, especially then you got kids that ask you or grandchildren that ask you, like, what that's about? So it's one of those things where what gave me peace was that I think about how my father was and the life he lived before he left. My dad fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He made a lot of mistakes that everybody made.
Mm.
But he left this world with the peace between him and God, as that he asked for forgiveness and then he forgave himself.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't do that. So for me, I'm without question knowing my dad is in heaven because of that. So it's not about us fucking up so much, because a lot of people just keep on saying, I fuck up, I'm a monster, I'm a this, I'm that, I ain't shit, I'm this Bugazi nigga. Listen, stop saying all that shit. Because you're not without mistakes. Just because your mistakes might be different or worse than other people's, it's still a fucking mistake, man. At the end of the day, it's still a mistake. And Ed say I have the ability to listen to people. Some people will say now, like my boys and my ex, but I will say this. I will say this much. My ability came from, I say, heal pain. And when you fuck with somebody, your ass gonna listen. You're gonna pay attention. And more important, ladies, and I'm just gonna say this about me, and I was gonna say this on Father's Day, but I'm saying this again. Because I'm a mother of 4 boys and I had to understand them quicker and faster than I could ever do a girl, right? But I will say this, a man needs, the number one thing they need to have is peace. You need to be their motherfucking peace. You need to be their peace. Because as a Black man, their world is different than any other man. That's just what it is. And I can say, being their peace, you might say, well, am I saying just put up with all the bullshit that they didn't know? I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying we have to pick and choose when a discussion about anything needs to happen. You have to meet them where they're at. Listen, it's not about you doing something for him. It's not about you, kissing his ass. None of that. It's about meeting him where he's at to go where you need to be. That's called maturity.
I said a wise woman builds her home.
Absolutely.
And if you are in a good, if that's your person, y'all rocking.
That's right.
And he looks at you and he loves you, and y'all love each other, be in his peace, because it's reciprocity. There's a thing. Now I gotta say this. There's a thing that I think women should, if they don't already understand, you guys have so much power.
In what? Tell them, man, what they got power in.
They got power in,
not just your vagina.
No, they got power in this world when it breaks to that man.
Exactly.
They can get. You can. It's not. I want to rule out manipulation. It's not manipulation.
No, it's not.
It's not control.
Yeah.
It's. You have so much power. Men, we're so simple. We're complex in certain ways, only because certain things are weird. That we love so much can be like, why they like that or whatever. But it's very simple. Like she said about the peace. I'm not saying. I know
with all kinds of
I would never tell anybody.
Not like that. We never
shit that don't want to be nobody's doormat, be a fuck person. No.
But if you know you got a good guy,
if your motherfucker, he fucks with you.
The foundation of him. The very foundation of him.
Give him his peace.
I'm gonna let him have it today. I ain't lying. I'm gonna let him have it.
And then he's going to. You don't understand how many rewards you get from that. Because there's nothing. If my woman will give me peace and whatever, she could say, "Go ahead and shoot this person. Go build this house." I'm gone. Men are made to be. They want to be used, and so we're soldiers. You fuck with my girl, my kid.
Men want to be empowered.
They want to be empowered.
That's what he's saying. Yes.
They want to be utilized.
And your woman can do that. You can wrap your chocolate vanilla legs around them. And when I say empower them, girlfriend, empower the hell out of them. If he's worth the nigga, I'm not saying put up with anything, but I'm saying you of all people know if you got a good one.
You got a good one.
You know if you got a good one. You can look at it. I mean, don't let Kimmi get started because I know what it felt like once in my life. But I'm just saying, you can look at them from a distance, anywhere, anyhow, just like Ed is saying, the peace. And I just got to say, because I know y'all men, y'all need to hear it from a female. When you hear it from a female, that's the only reason I'm saying it. I'm saying the peace that I'm talking about, women, it's not that he get to cheat on you and you accept him and constantly, consistently taking it back. You're not doing that shit for him anyway. You're doing that shit for you. That's all about you. It ain't about the goddamn kids. It's about your ass. So at the end of the day, when you know your worth, you change that mindset. But when you got a good nigga, because we so good at talking about bad stuff, and bad guys. But I'm talking about a nigga that I'm not saying a nigga without mistakes either. Because everybody make mistakes. If you think that, then you absolutely trying to be with somebody that's not a human. Right. Because we make mistakes. Females do too. Right. What I'm saying is about a guy that whatever you feel like in your world to show up and check all your boxes that you feel like they rock with you and get your ass moist every time he look at you, that nigga is that foundation of him is a good nigga. Okay, so I'm saying him. That's what I'm talking about. That nigga. Right. If he doing all that, and you got some bugazi shit, like he just leave his shoes and socks and shit when he come home from work working 16 hours. You ain't trying to have no motherfucking conversation with him for no 4 fucking hours, and he trying to go to sleep. You gotta be up at 5, and you still talking about this shit at 3 o'clock in the morning. He done tuned your ass out completely. You, your ass, and everything else you got to offer. I'm just saying, when I say that they simple, we all are. We as people make shit complicated. Yeah, it's just facts. So at the end of the day, learn and stop looking at other people to make your relationships and marriages and relationship with your kids and relationship with your friends to work. Fuck with the people that you fuck with and learn what works for them. Yes. Listen, I ain't trying to make nobody be different towards this person. If that's how you fuck with her, then that's y'all shit. Facts. But when you fuck with me, this is the way I need you to show up for me. And I promise you, you will eliminate yourself from a lot of bullshit. Everything you ain't got to know. What the fuck for? Think about it. I said this earlier, and I say this again. The number one thing we need to do is get in the habit of asking ourselves, how does this to support the life we're trying to create? And the life that I'm trying to create, more than anything, I want to be tremendously loved. I want to be tremendously happy. But that starts with me. So that means I got to love myself and I got to know what it feels like to be happy by my motherfucking self. So if I meet somebody else, all he can do and anything he can do is just enhance it. Right. But then I got to be able to give it to him. In order for me to get that back, I feel like a lot of times women and men are asking for shit that they don't even do. You want a faithful ass woman, but you tricking off all the fucking time. Wild as hell. So if you want a kind of relationship, say, listen, baby, let me tell you something. Now, I can talk about this because it's live, it's on all the shows, and everybody the same thing. And that's Michael Blackson. Him and his girl, Beyonce, she pregnant now, but he was like, the reason why he fucked with her and she is number his girl because she understood and accepted the fact that he wanted to fuck different women, and he had it 3-4 times a week. She got pregnant. She said, I ain't on that no more. I'm pregnant now. I don't want to do that. Maybe you can do that shit once a month, and I'm not going to participate. He said he couldn't help it. He had to. He said, now the desire to do that is no longer there for him. But that changed because she never tried to change him. Now, a lot of people say that's bullshit and that's different. But look, that was her 20% of fucked upness that she accepted with him. See, that's the difference. You see what I'm saying? So what I might accept, sis, you might not accept. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't shit on me and I don't shit on you. But what works for me is from my experience. I'm just a sum of my experiences, the same way you are with you. Wow. So my nigga, I'm not expecting him to show up for you the way he show up for me. Damn. Because we 2 different women. And when you fucking know the difference, that's when you live. Damn. That's my mic drop.
That shit right there was fire.
Boom.
Fire.
That's it.
I don't know. What's our next subject? Shit, we might be fucking done. Shit. What's our that shit was so fucking fire because the reason why I said
the truth though.
It's so relevant. And I think that which is again, I'm not trying to suck our own penises and vaginas and shit over here, but the issue is that a sip and spill We talk about that shit, and we want to keep it 100%. Let's keep it a buck.
What y'all think? Chime in. For everybody that's on here, what you think? Do you think that tooting your own horn? I mean, do you think that facing shit? Do you think that you create the type of love life you want to have?
Yeah.
I think we do. But I think you have stigmatisms on what traditionally things have been made for you. Like Ed and I grew up in church.
Right.
I was taught, and I can say this now, I'm grown as hell. You know, I was taught the oral sex is wrong. That you just don't do that. Now, some people can watch this and say the same thing. They don't. And then some people are like, damn, Kimmi, well, you learned that. But that's what the fuck I learned. Okay, that's what I was taught. That's what was put in me.
Can't stand you.
I'm just keeping it 100. But at the end of the day, they're like, what kind of church you go to? Well, what that is, what I'm just saying is that y'all all got fucked up beliefs. I'm not the only one. Every last person is watching this show, gonna hear this show, the replay, all that shit. You got some dysfunction.
Right.
Whether you want to share it or you don't, I get in front of my fucking story, not behind it. You can't say shit about me that I won't say myself.
Damn it.
It was fucked up. But at the end of the day, you know, I believe that shit. I grew up with that shit. I got married. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. He like, damn, Kimmi, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man. You know, I'm just keeping it 100. I'm like, you know, just fuck it. Just don't do it at all. Like, let me just put my shit away. So at the end of the day, I'm just being honest. This is me. Your girl is 100% authentic, unapologetically me. And with that stated, I was like, I don't want to be that. I want to be everything for my person. You know what I'm saying? You want to be everything. So why is that? And that's because something you believe, it don't resonate with me like that. So everybody have their own type of relationship with God. Everybody have their own. I would never tell you that's my go-to. And I ask him to send me great, wonderful, earthly people on this earth. And I think that, like I said earlier, and I didn't get a chance to finish it, I went on to something else. But I feel like we simply just don't give the flowers to the people that's in your life. And I feel like if you just start, I challenge everybody day by day, you just pick a person that you just want to let them know. Mm-hmm. And you might just have that one, like me, but you want to let them know that I fucks with you. The long way, the short bus, the fucking psychiatric ward if I gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, I fuck with you. Right. And all your mistakes and all your fucking, listen, I know you probably feeling some sort of kind of way, something you might did to someone else. It ain't got shit to do with me because I fuck with you. Right. I love your ass to death. Listen, my boy pulled up today, right? You know, we doing our show. Like I said, this is guaranteed every Saturday, right? This is commitment on our part. I can get mad all motherfucking week. But today I had my aha moment where I was like, damn. My boy, like I'm saying, it's 6 months. I didn't realize that shit. You take shit for granted. I remember when my ass was like this, y'all. This how I was leaning. And he had to keep pushing me up. He had to keep propping me up.
And put make sure you had something to lean against.
Yeah. And then I can only eat with this hand, okay? And I'm just saying, I call him, Ed's wife, Aja, I call her my angel. So I'm just saying, both of them helping me and just being there. My girl had to do all kinds of things that a woman don't want to be done. You know what I'm saying? You want to be in control of yourself. And you damn sure didn't want my boy to be there. But I'm just saying this now because I said that, God, if you bring me through this, that I'm going to sing your testimony every day of my life. So this is my testimony. I don't know. I was just at therapy day before yesterday. And she was like, you're doing so much better than a lot of people. And I have my bouts, I have moments, I still suffer from severe left side weakness. But what keeps me going is the fact that I know that's not my end all be all. And the fact that I can laugh through my pain sets me apart to a lot of people. So I had to do something that was very hard and it hurt and I cried. And just like Ed, when he was my, as he called himself, my fake ass therapist, he was helping me. So I got all that shit he did help me prepare for the day that I didn't even know that was coming. So I was able to do things that I couldn't do before, but because he taught me from wherever they came. That's what I'm saying. So sometimes we gotta kind of let people be in our lives and let them shine for the reason God put them there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I know I'll tell you something. Ed and I've experienced this. We love everybody, but friendships get challenged. Yeah. Family members question shit. Yeah. It be all that, but at the end of the day, I'm sure as fuck. I go to sleep, waking up every day. I think about this nigga all the time. Why? Because that's part of the extension of my life. All that other behavior, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. So we need to learn how to pick and choose our battles, what do matter and what do matter to you. And a lot of people I can say, and I know I can say this to you guys, it's a lot of people you simply just haven't picked up the phone and said, I love you and I thank you and I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I tell you my mother, and this is very personal to me, my mother is suffering from dementia. I wouldn't have been able to see my mom. When I talk to her, she goes in and out. And when I tell you, it hits so motherfucking different, guys, when this the woman that I looked up to, I admire, and she can't talk to me the way I want to talk. So it's like I'm living a dead alive type situation. But when I tell you what keeps me going and growing, is the fact that she told me this the other day, she said, you know, Kim, they told me that I got dementia. I said, did they, Mom? And she acted like it's brand new. You know, her memory shit changed. Like she down now to like every 15 minutes. It used to be every hour. Now she down every 15 minutes. It changes. She'll tell you the same damn story like it just happened. So instead of me getting mad and frustrated and shit, I act like I'm just excited every fucking 15 minutes as she is. That's called meeting you where you at. So she said, yeah, they told me out there. She said, I don't want you to cry though. Because I think I admit, she said, but I know who you is. She said, I don't think I'm gonna just not remember, do you? And so I had this moment. Well, I said, you know what, Mom? Even if you don't get to a point where you don't remember something, it's okay. I want God to take out memories of your life that didn't make you feel good, but everything that made you feel good, I want it to stay in your life. I said, so every time I call you and I talk to you, I hear your voice, it makes me feel good. Because I don't know if by the time I reach 80, if I'm gonna go through what you want to. I don't want to. I said, but now I do know what I have to do. So listen, I done sent you a bunch of things because fruits and vegetables is very powerful, people. And I told my mom a bunch of things. My sister now got her on, and now her memory has improved. And it's like she no longer get to that point now. Now it goes longer for her. So I'm just saying, meeting people where they at instead of making them feel bad for what they're doing. Mm-hmm. And it makes a big change. Now you always have a choice to show up when things happen. You have a choice that what's gonna happen when you find out something happened to someone that you love. Or you have a choice to find out to somebody that hurt you. You have the choice of how you're gonna show up to that person.
Right.
It's entirely up to you if you're gonna make that right choice.
Right.
Because a lot of times we react. Everything don't need a reaction.
No, don't.
So sometimes, somebody just asked me, a good friend of mine, Yvette and Charles, if y'all watching, I said this to you just the other day. You asked me, you said Ed and I got this chemistry. And I said, Ed is the type of friend that I can say the most stupidest shit to, and he gonna react to it simply because it's me. And just today, I was like, God, shit, my goddamn ass. And they was like, what the fuck happened to your ass? And then you thinking like, what the fuck is that? But what I'm saying is that when you have that type of connection, thank that person. Because a lot of people don't have that.
Right.
So if you so busy thinking about all the shit you can't have, you think about all the shit you don't got.
Right.
Look at the people that you got. And then I gotta give this too. Gotta say this. And I'm sorry, partner, if I'm going. You got to say this. For relationships that has an expiration date, that you no longer together in that type of capacity, still give them praise. Because what they brought to your life shaped you for who you are today. If they taught you who you don't want to be, or if they taught you who you're going to be, if they taught you, I'm going to be happier than what you think that I am. For whatever reason is that, be thankful and give that person their flowers. Because at the end of the day, don't shelve yourself down to lift anybody up. Because the only person you hurting is you.
Yourself, yeah.
So you really, you're probably saying, I don't really want to say because that person ain't going to accept me for who I am. But that person is not your person.
And that's your person.
Whether it's a friend, a female, a lover, or whatever. You want to fuck with somebody that accept you, the bad, the good, the ugly, and the indifferent, and the figuring out. Because a lot of people forget that stage. We think like you this and you should know. No, not all the time. So if I'm honest enough to tell you, you know what, I don't really know if I want to make that quite decision. I'm kind of figuring things out.
Right.
But I would love the fact if you would fuck with me during this figuring out phase that I'm going through, it will really help. Yeah. Now, I can't promise anything, but to me personally, I can't knock that kind of person because I get to choose if I want that. I'm big on don't take my motherfucking choice away from me.
Don't take your choice away from me.
Because if you don't take my choice away from me, okay, so if you sitting up in line and sending me all these fugazi shit, then that fucks me up. But if you be right, straight up honest with me and hit me straight to the heart and tell me this is what it is, now this is what I'm gonna ask of you. I ain't saying you're gonna do it, but this is what I'm gonna ask of you. And if you can, then I'll meet you where you at.
Right.
Ladies, look for the man that will show up in your life that fucks with you the long way, as Ed would say. And the long way he's talking about, that's the bad, the good, the indifferent, and the figuring out stage.
Right.
Because, and then the same way, guys, get with a woman that respects the fact that your piece is very important. She understands the simplicity of that shit can get extremely complicated with you fast. You are a simple individual, but women are more complex.
Right.
If she can meet you and figure that shit out, or she's trying to figure that out, fuck with her. Because she love you enough to try to figure that out. Because we all know that there's always going to be options.
Right.
But the options don't last if you ain't invested.
You're right.
So at the end of the day, check that.
Check that. I agree with that. Everything you said, I love it all. I agree with it all. Accepting people, giving people their flowers, and then speaking from a man that and having, if you like I said, appreciate a woman that gives you your space, your peace. Love on her, adore her, give her all the adoration that she deserves. Give her that love. Let her feel secure. A lot of things when we want to feel secure.
Yes.
We want to feel safe. They want to know that you got them. By any stretch of the imagination, you got them. If that's your woman. If that's not your woman, if that's not your girl, that's not your person, then don't spend them and waste their time. Show that person that you love them and you have their back and accept them. One of the things I want to harp on, and I'm gonna get done with that, is just really acceptance. Acceptance is a very huge thing. It's easy to say it, like we just say words and stuff all the time, but acceptance is like, man, I accept you for who you are.
Right.
I respect it and I accept it. And like how you act, what you need, what your quirks may be or whatever, I'm accepting that. I love you for it, through it. I don't want to say in spite of it. It's almost like I'm loving you in spite of because you're stupid. No, I'm saying you're going to love them and accept them for it all. And so I agree with everything Kim said. It's so dope. It was so profound, which is why people look at us and they're like, well, Kim does this, you do that. It's like, my partner is my partner for a reason.
That's right.
She's a partner for a reason. It's because some stuff I'm on and some stuff she's on, but it's like, I know, I'm just being honest. I give her flowers. She don't really like when I do that too much because she's just any human. It's like, you don't want to seem like, oh, I'm gonna give you, but Kimmi is the bomb. She's the truth. And she can be in a situation. And she told me today, she was talking to me earlier, it was so fucking funny. She's like, one person was like, this is old boy, and he does this, and he does this. Man, you so good at that, blah, blah. This old girl, she does this. And she says, she's like, yeah, you be bringing it down. You know their personality, you know their family, all that. And I bring it all down. But Kim is one of those people that say, okay, hold on. But you, though, I see that God is telling you, I see that you got this in you. She can read a person when she meets him, and she says it with love and conviction. And she says it in a way where it's like, people are like, damn, I didn't ever look at it that way. I'll laugh at her. We did a show last week. I was talking about Kimmi. Kimmi could talk about 3 or 4 random different things and make it all make sense. That's her gift. And I don't question it. We do our own little inventory checks. I'm making sure that what we do behind the scenes to make sure we on point.
Right.
She has her stuff and she comes again. I'm like, well, it makes sense. I don't know how you pull that shit together, but she does it. So that's her gift. It's like, so I agree with what she says. Appreciating people, accepting people, loving people wholeheartedly, and then loving and accepting yourself. Right. That's the thing. I'm gonna say this, and this is about myself personally, is that I learned to really, like she said earlier, do an inventory check on myself and realize, like, man, I need to be better. I need to do better, and I'm good in certain areas. And sometimes it ain't always about shitting on myself. I congratulate myself on the stuff that I'm dope in. Not in the delusional way, like, oh, I'm so great, because I've done that enough. Right. I've done enough. I got on the motherfucker, man. You better kiss my ass from the front. I've done that enough. I can do that. I got that down. Right. I can pat myself on the back.
And you can delusional.
I can
toot your own.
Exactly.
Knowing your ass ain't shit. But
right. But see, now I'm at the point where I'm realizing, like, man, I fucked up in that area. And it's not to stay downtrodden. That's my partner. She say, Ed, okay, you've accepted it. You've acknowledged it. You are looking at yourself. You can't live in it like you just are that.
Right.
You can't just live. Okay, you made a mistake. You fucked up or whatever. So I'm going to say this. My flowers to my partner, that she knows she is. I learned a lot from you. You learned a lot from me. I appreciate you. And I thank you for being the person that you are, you've become. A lot of it has something to do with me.
Yes, it did.
Yes, I did a lot of shitty stuff, but you're stronger and doper because of me. I give myself the props for that, whatever. You know,
God help me, pray for me, y'all.
You know who you is, girl.
Pray
you know who
me.
you is. I love you dearly. I'm so proud of you, and it's something
Don't
I
pick
really
that drink up.
Yeah.
He making these fire drinks tonight. I'm sorry, Carl. But my boy got you beat.
No, don't do that. Carl will beat me up. Don't do that. Don't start that.
So my brother, y'all, just a quick side note. My brother made me drinks, and there was a time that Ed and I were out, and he made me a drink, and then my brother came, and I was just all like, all about the drink.
She was like, listen,
my brother,
she was like, my brother made the best drinks, Ed. Don't you forget it. He the best. You ain't shit. Okay.
I mean, I didn't say all that, but Ed took it away because I really was harping on the fact that my brother knew how to make my drink. So I was happy. And he made a good ass drink. But at the end of the day, that's the only person ever made me drinks. So when my boy make the drink, and when I tell you the last two live shows we did, he been killing the game. So I have to give him his props. I appreciate it. So I'm not a big drinker. Actually, Ed and I both are not. We sip and spill because we do like to sip on and share that, and we like to meet y'all where y'all at. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I just like to make sure. That's what I'm saying, guys. See, I'm doing something simple shit. And you need to say thank you. I don't know who that person is, but I'm going to say this again because it keeps coming in my mind. I like to listen when God is talking to me. I don't know who it is in your life. I don't know who it is in your life, but it's a person. I'm just going to be specific. It's somebody you fucking.
Oh, wow.
You damn sure need to say thank you. Really, you need to say thank you. And it's that cousin and that friend that always seems to follow up. It's that nigga that come through when you know you ain't really fucking with him.
In the clutch.
I was told this statement that it's always gonna be somebody waiting in the wings. But my thing is, when I was told that statement, I was like, but do that nigga get to fly or not? That's entirely up to me. So what I'm saying is, it's somebody in the waiting in the wings. It's somebody you land next to. It's a lot of women wish they was being held and hold every fucking night. It's niggas, okay, that wish that they was being held. They wish that all the shit they do every day, all day, they wish they want to curl up behind them and put their arm over them and hold their ass. I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Believe me, I talk to lots of niggas that tells me all the time that shit that they wish and they miss. So I'm on a mission. This week is men's week, just like I did women's week. I'm going to toot their fucking horn all week, especially being a mother of 4 boys. Them is who I understand. Right. With that stated, I feel like every man deserves their flowers. My partner, you know, my sons, I think they're absolute great fathers, as well as my friends from Charles to Clarence to different guys that are Deontay. I want to make sure I send all y'all out. Every fucking body. To Kimmi, Mitchell. I want to just say that. I feel like that we need to, when you love and you have that, I'm going to be tooting the horns of the men all week because you simply need to hear it. And I'm just saying, if you got a bad, dope ass nigga that you land next to every night, that nigga come home to you. I don't care if he go fucked up and go shoot pool or go over his nigga's house, but I don't give a fuck. He still come home to you every night or whatever you feel that's your measure, because every woman have different things. I'm not trying to solidify in certain areas. Whatever that is, just show him a little appreciation. Yeah, and sometimes ass ain't it. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Sometimes it's just a genuine conversation and say, babe, how you doing today?
That goes a long way.
And then you genuinely mean that shit.
Yeah. Oh,
and he see like you ain't saying shit else behind it. You ain't talking about the kids. You ain't talking about your mom and your crazy ass brother and sister. You said, babe, how you doing today?
That's so real. And make them feel comfortable in answering it. Like, how you feeling today? Like, for no.
And then you stay in that. stay in that there, stay present right with them.
Man, listen.
That's what I mean when I say meet them where they are.
I'm gonna say this. Men, we like being hugged and embraced. We like being asked how we feel. Sometimes it take a minute for us to be like, "What you want?"
Right?
We be a little sideways and shit. But we like being hugged. I remember one time I was in the bed in a party, and I guess I was having a dream or something. And I was saying something, I was laughing. My partner hugged me. I was like, "What are you laughing at? What's going on?" And that hug, just I was in the bed, like hugged me like I was a little birch swing there. But it was like that. It goes a long way. Asking a person how they feel, asking them what he wants, what he needs, hugging him when he come in, and just giving him just giving him that solidarity. Man, we love that shit. We want that. A lot of men may not say that, but it's like it's more than just giving us head when we walk in the door. Because men will say, "Give me your head, walk in the door." I'm talking about give us a hug. Hug us when we sleep, pulling us behind us, grabbing us,
and find out what your man wants.
Yeah, what your person wants.
Because everybody is different. Like you just said that the head thing. I know guys that don't want that. I know guys that say, "I just want my wife, or I want my woman to just acknowledge me."
Yes.
I mean, he said like all the fuck I do is all the shit he said, "I just want to hear that she fucking appreciates me." And that because I mean being out here in this world and being the things I go through, he was like, damn, he said, shit, sometimes I do be wanting to walk out on the job and say fuck it, but he said if she could just make me feel like she
I gotta give my kid's mother, my auntie a props on, especially on Father's Day. She's like, I appreciate they got this whole little thing. They get a whole board, like a little, you know how you do the
all appreciation.
It was all the stuff that I've done and stuff like that. It's like a whole board. I got to pull it out and show it to you. But all the stuff they said that they did, I'm like, damn.
Wow.
And what I meant to them.
Right.
And she always, now I'll tell you, Angie always would say, you know what, you good at this, you do this, you do that. She'll say that in front of whomever. Like this is just that nigga does that. He does that. That, like Kimmi said, just that acknowledgement and saying you do this and that. That's why I make it a point to tell you. And I tell Angie, I tell you, I tell everybody that's important to me, like, listen, I'm not going to let a day, I don't know what tomorrow holds. But I tell Kimmi, I appreciate you. You did a good job.
Or just simple words like fucking thank you. That shit go a long way. A lot of people just doing shit and they not saying thank you. I know a lot of people that they just not saying thank you, but not that fugazi ass thank you, but that thank you like I really mean it,
like really sincere.
And he ain't never lying when he said it because I just got to piggyback off that when I say what he said because I remember Audrey, Ed's wife, she said to me when I was going through when Ed was being my therapist at the time, and I gotta reflect on that, and she was like, Kimmi, let him help you because when I broke my ankle, he helped me. So it was just powerful from woman to woman that she believed in him. Something I didn't know that she did know that made me open the door to trust him. So with that saying, I'm just saying, like, you know how you say, Ed, that women is very powerful. Mm-hmm. So I just want to say, sisters, we're very powerful to one another as well. Like, don't be hating on if you listen. I gotta say this. Women, we are so fucking powerful, man. It's always gonna be a sister that got her shit together differently than you got. Like I got this thing. I'm not bi or like women, nothing like that. But I have this thing. I don't have any girls, but I always wanted a chocolate daughter, like blue black. But God gave me a blue black son. So with that stated, it's this woman that I just love her to death. I follow her all the time. I tell her how much she's beautiful, and she's beautiful. I show Ed her, and I watch her all the time. I just love her to death. So with this stated, it's because she's 100% authentically herself, as black as she is, and y'all know that if you ain't got some type of caramel complexion or red bone, it's like your ass so black. What the fuck wrong with you? Okay. So with that stated, I'm just saying, like, I love that. And us as women, we don't celebrate each other enough.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, I'll give her a shout out. I call her my sissy. Everything I can think of I've ever done in my life, and all the failed things that I went through in my life, Tia has always encouraged me. And I'm so blessed and thankful to have her as my sissy. She's never made me feel like the way I look, the way I did shit. She always celebrated me in every capacity. from failed relationship to divorce. She might have had her thoughts on what she think, but she showed the fuck up for me, and that mean everything.
Everything.
I'm gonna go ahead and give my shout out to women. We don't do this enough, women. We don't do this enough. We gotta celebrate each other. It's a lot of fucked up things we might be, but when we truly love each other, that shit matters. I fuck with who fuck with me. And I'm gonna say that for Vanessa, you know I love you to death. I'm always gonna be your wing girl. I'm always gonna be the person that's gonna be cheering you on because I think you absolutely fabulous and everything and all your fuck ups. Just like Wendy, I call her crazy all the time. But she's a fucking ass. She got her ways about shit. But I meet you where you at. So I'm just saying, it's just one of those things where women, we can truly empower one another. Just like a man can put in a woman and a woman can put in a man. We as sisters can do that too. So I'm gonna talk about something real quick, probably if you don't mind, closing out on our last few minutes. And that is my new group, my new women that I've been started this, and I'm gonna push it now. And it's SMH, it's Single Mothers Hustle. And I think that for every woman that wants to be empowered, join that group. You'll be seeing me post more on there, and I'm saying that to say that
Is that a Facebook group?
It's a Facebook group.
Okay.
And it's Single Mothers Hustle, and I want everybody to join it. That's on our Facebook and on YouTube. Come find your girl. And it's just simply about empowering women and men that empower women and wanting them to be better. From little girls on up. You know, I've had a lot of guys tell me they want me to speak to their 16 through 25-year-old women. I had the pleasure of speaking to a woman just the other day, and she is just turned 18. She just graduated, and she said she was a little bit confused. She got scholarships to go to 2 different schools. And I asked her what she wanted to be, not what her parents wanted to be, but what she wanted to be, because this is her time.
Right.
And she said, nobody never asked me what I wanted to be. I said, so I'm asking you what you want to be. Because once you know that, you will be able to convey that. You are what you think. So at the end of the day, you know, I want to, you know, just employ women to love on another woman and tell them that you love them and tell them that she bad. You know what I'm saying? With all the mistakes and flaws and everything, you bad. You know, a lot of people, I was asked this question. And I said this, like, you know, Kimmi, can you say that you're sure? The reason why I say that I'm sure is because once you've been through shit that I've been through, the other shit is just irrelevant. It really is. It's just irrelevant. You just gotta go through shit, and I feel like you don't get a blessing if you don't deal with the lesson. So I'm dealing with all the lessons that I've had to endure, so all my blessings can come overflow. So listen, I'll see y'all on the other side when we do another show. We at our 2-hour mark, 8 and 9, and we would love to chit chat more with y'all. But the sip and spill we're here for. We thanks for all the subscribers. Please like, subscribe, and share. We will, as I said, we will do upcoming shows. But this Saturday coming up, I want to say is June 18th. Because right, June 18th, Saturday, 7 o'clock, we will be doing a Father's Day. So I'm going to be reaching out to all my brothers all weekend. Pull up, show up. Let me go ahead and toot your horn and show us what kind of great dad you is.
I would even like to ask if you guys are sharing us clips of you guys doing something wonderful with your kids or somebody saying shout out to your kids or whatever. Yeah, send us pictures of videos. We'll post it on here and show pictures of you guys interacting with your kids. Your kids say, my dad is the best, or even tell us stories. Like, I like to hear stories about what your kids may say about you, or if you have something about your father, you want to give us a story about some heroic thing or some sweet thing your dad has done or whatever like that. I would like to hear that. We want to try something different, and I want to give props to that. And just piggybacking on what Kimmi was saying about women supporting women, I want us brothers to support each other. Right. Also, if you know a guy, it don't have to be your father. If it's a brother, a friend, a relative of yours, it's your cousin, a brother, whatever it is, and you think they're a great father, shout them out. Give them love. One of the best things I've learned when I had my auto shop is that customer service is a big part of what I did in my business. And I was very catering to the women, the black women. I was like, you know what? I'm going to make sure they're black. I make sure I took them to lunch if they waited a little extra long. I treated them, I had somebody drive them over there. But what I started to do is like, you know what? Wow. I'm going to start treating the men like that.
That's all right.
I was like, you know, what's up, bro? How are you doing, sir? You want some coffee? And I started treating the black men, my brothers, like they need to be treated. I'm like, I always have, because we had this thing like, man, nigga, you a man, I ain't gonna be no nigga. And I'm like, no, how you doing, sir?
Goes a long way.
I made sure they had coffee, whatever game you want to watch, I had everything they want to watch on the game or whatever. So I did, and food or whatever. And I made sure they wanted, hey man, you want to grab some lunch? I see you go grab some lunch or brunch. So Let's make sure we give shout outs to the people that we care about, that we think are awesome fathers
Right.
or doing a great job. So listen, guys, like, subscribe, and share. We're on all media platforms. You already know this. We like you. We love you. We want more of you. And on this show, it's been real and it's been fun. But every time we do the show, every time we get together, every time we get to share with you, to love on you, to express you, to be transparent with you, to share our lives, open our hearts and minds to you for criticism, for observations from you, for suggestions and comments. It's always real motherfucking fun. Holla back at you.
See you next time.
Love you guys.